Greetings, everyone. And welcome to a very special electric rondo reactive Monsterpalooza edition of Monster Party.
Monster Party! Award-winning Monster
Did we
Party!
mention Rondo
Yes.
award-winning podcast? Yes.
And speaking of award-winning, who
winners,
are
yes,
you, sir?
Please do tell.
Who are you?
I am Matt Weinhold.
I am SHAWN SHERIDAN.
I'm Larry Strothe.
And I'm James GONIS.
And for this episode, it's not really an episode, it's a day. It could be a separate episode because we have had some amazing luck in who we've been getting.
Yes.
Yeah, but
as guests.
this is day two.
It's day two. It's Saturday. It's the very beginning of the day.
Yeah.
And I feel energized. I feel excited and hopeful because Friday was so successful.
Yeah, well,
nonstop.
It was nonstop.
Yes. And I feel like we can't be stopped now.
And so here we are, day two. I'm ready, Matt. I'm ready to go.
Ready, too. Ready? Should we do our group hug?
No,
Should we do some trust exercises?
James, are
before we
you
get this
ready to
thing going?
go?
I was ready for the hug.
Oh, let's all hug. Monster hug. Monster hug. And release.
Okay, but for listeners, just sit back, relax, strap on that seatbelt, because
Dive in.
Yes.
who knows who we're going to meet today.
Let's go.
Gentlemen, just who walked up to our booth here.
Who walked up to our booth?
David Bertolino. And hey, thank you so much for being with us, sir.
I'm enjoying being part of the Monster Party.
Yeah.
Everybody says that. It's
And
beautiful.
congratulations on the Rondo.
Oh,
Award.
Why, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, man. It was like a bucket list thing.
Woo. But David, you have this book here. Can you tell me about this?
What is this
Of course,
project?
This is called Behind the Screams at Spooky World, and it's the story of some idiot, me, who in 1991 bought a dairy farm from the FDIC, and I made it into America's first horror theme park, thanks to Mr. Tom Savini, who created all
Nice.
of the haunts and attractions.
You're kidding.
Now, this is Spooky World?
This is called Spooky World Theme Park in Boston. It still exists. They actually moved to Litchfield, New Hampshire. But in my heyday, so to speak, we had a hayride that stopped at 22 stage sets, over 100 actors. But then, each year that Tommy came back each summer, we built a new haunted house attraction. So we
Wow.
had 8 haunted houses. We had the American Horror Museum, which was populated with original props that
Nice.
John Carpenter, Wes Craven, all K&B
All the
effects
greats.
Sure, yeah.
supplied. And it's quite an operation. And this book is the inside stories.
I love inside stories.
Me too.
200 horror celebrities worked for me during my tenure. And it kind of tells you the behind-the-scenes stories of each celebrity because being Italian, I break bread with them, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And so, we came close over the time that I was working with them. And this is all of the crazy antics that happened.
Nice, nice.
Everything's kind of revealed. The foreword is by Alice Cooper.
Awesome. I've heard of him.
Is by our friend Linda Blair.
A friend?
Awesome.
Linda Blair?
They've been pals for 35 years.
Oh, that's
Nice,
great.
nice.
That's great.
Long-time friendships with
Now,
all of them.
David, you have this book, but now tell me about this documentary, Spooktacular.
Spooktacular came out last October. It broke on Amazon.
Okay.
And then Shudder bought the licensing. But it's now it's Tubi. There's a number of places. That
Awesome.
It's at.
It's an amazing documentary.
Excellent.
I
Glad you
loved
saw
it,
Yeah.
and I wanted to go back in time. People have all these reasons why they want a time machine to go back and, change history for whatever reason. I want to go back and go to every incarnation of Spooky World.
Yeah, and there's some great wild stories that,
Nice.
It's not just glamour. I mean, the first week we opened, my partner and I said, if we can do 40 people a night, we will break even. First night we did 2,000 people.
Unbelievable.
The month we did 60,000 paid attendances. Wow. Our 10-year loan for $150,000 we paid off in 3 weeks.
Nice.
So
That's
a
incredible.
Shark Tank story, if
And-
I ever heard one.
Now, this spectacular documentary, by the way, one of the producers on this is Danny Wolf, who I worked with a lot on reality shows in the past.
Is he here? Is
Yes.
he here? Danny,
Danny,
come on over here.
welcome.
Hey.
Wow.
How's it going?
He popped out from behind a door
Shawn
like the
Sheridan
Dean
and I
Martin
worked
show.
together on-
Wait a minute, David?
Danny and I worked on Big Brother, I think, right?
did Big Brother,
Several other
yeah.
crazy, ridiculous
Some adult
reality
reality
shows.
maybe sprinkled in, but we don't know.
Yes, exactly.
Lots of great stories there, too, I'm
But
sure.
Danny actually told me about David's project and the documentary, and this is amazing. How did you
What
get
made
involved
the
in it?
documentary so great is David had all this footage. So you don't have a documentary without archival footage, and David
Right.
kept so much footage and B-roll of the fans, of the mazes, of the celebrity signing like Kane Hodder and Linda and Gunnar Hansen.
So
and
chronicling all of it, yeah.
You don't have the doc without David having this treasure trove of amazing video, and then the book is filled with pictures. I mean, it's full
That's
of pictures.
awesome.
Well, I just want to say for listeners, I have the book in front of me, and it's gorgeous because you have like color photos, like masks and people and spooky things. This is a beautiful book.
All behind the scenes. It's almost like a coffee table book, but each picture has the description of what's going on. So it's an easy read. You fly through it.
How did you, I mean, David, what inspired you to get into this and do this? I assume you were like a big horror fan growing up. Like what, how did you get into this stuff?
I've been in the business since I was 14 years old. I'm in my 70s now.
Wow.
My parents had a joke shop, Little Jack Horner Joke and Magic Shop. My
Nice.
brother ran the magic counter. I ran the little Halloween section, which then became an all-year section. So
awesome.
we started supplying haunted attractions. And back then, when I say haunted attractions, I'm talking about like JC's, Knights of Columbus. There wasn't really any of the big stuff
Right, it was-
until the 2000s or late 1990s, I guess.
Right.
But while I was doing all of this and becoming pretty savvy in Halloween products, I was hired by New Line Cinema to be kind of a bulldog, John Sununu, and go to their court cases when people infringed on a license. I was the expert
wow.
witness on it. And then I became a sales manager for Ruby's costume company.
Sure, yeah.
When I started with them, they were at $1 million. And when I parachuted, when I left, they did $400 million. So it was a
Gosh.
phenomenal, I was very ingrained in Halloween.
If you could
Right,
work
yeah.
for us, that would be
Yes, we'll hire you.
Now, David, I do have to ask. I want to get this book, but for listeners who are in, Connecticut or Miami, how can they get this?
Amazon, it's in all the 700 Barnes & Noble stores.
Awesome.
And it's called Behind the Screen.
It's at Spooky World.
And can you tell us a little bit about the panel you have today at Monsterpalooza?
Well, I made a phone call on behalf of Monsterpalooza when I met with Elliot last year. I said, why don't you get Alice Cooper? He said, I've been trying for years. I contacted Alice's agent and put the, the bug in his bonnet. And the next thing you know, they're here.
That's awesome.
So I have a panel, a Q&A, and it's populated with Alice Cooper, Kane Hodder, and Tom Savini, who
Wow.
Tom is the original build-out person
Oh,
who
sure.
orchestrated
Right.
Spooky World.
That's awesome. That is amazing.
And Spooky World is still going today.
It's in Litchfield, New Hampshire.
Road
It
trip.
Spooks daily in October, each evening in October. And they're flourishing. And, this is great little bounce back for them because there's a lot of national attention on
Right.
Spooky World.
Right.
Don't we have a fan who's in New Hampshire?
Probably.
Adam
Sure.
Holmes,
Adam Holmes.
right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I
wonder if he's
think
been,
we
yeah.
road
Get him out
trip.
there.
We
Yeah,
could
yeah.
go to New Hampshire
Yeah.
and check this
Set
out.
us up.
Well, in addition to fan base, we also have some interesting people who just bought a ticket, came through the gate, and loved it, such as Julia Roberts, Kevin Bacon, Sean Penn. They were shooting a movie called Mystic River.
Oh, yeah,
So
okay.
a lot of
okay.
kids there every
Oh, my
night having
gosh.
a ball. Kara Sedgwick, Robin Wright Penn, Insane Clown Posse.
Yeah, oh, yeah, we love them.
No.
David,
well.
what?
How about a little Spencer Charnas from Ice Nine Kills?
Spencer
Ice
from
Nine
Ice Nine
Kills, yeah,
Kills.
yeah.
He is the new Alice Cooper, by the way.
Right.
He puts on quite a stage show. And when I came out with Spooktacular, he said, "You inspired me." I wrote all my horror music because he lived nearby.
Oh my
Spooky
gosh,
World.
that's great.
So it was a great tribute. So now I'm attending his Silver Scream convention, which is in
Oh yeah,
Boston.
we've been to
right.
before. Yeah,
Huge.
Silver Screen.
That thing has it redoubles every year for the last
We
5
went to one
years.
of the
Yeah, yeah.
early
We met
ones.
William Lustig there actually. Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah. Have you ever had any of the guys from Kiss there?
No, we had.
Oh, Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie.
He was caught sneaking in without paying. He's climbing the
Wow.
fence.
Come on.
I'm not kidding you.
Wow.
This was in 1991. He lived in Worcester, Massachusetts.
Nice. Nice.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard you went somewhere before. Yeah. Nice.
Well, David, this is
This is
such a
amazing.
beautiful book, and I want to learn all about Spooky World.
Yes.
So,
The book.
this is ours?
Yours,
well,
yeah.
thank you. Yes.
Would you mind signing it for us?
Awesome.
Oh, I'd be happy
Thank you
to.
so much. And
Yeah.
so people check out Spooktacular
Yes.
and the book and your panel today. And
Yes.
sounds awesome.
Excellent. Awesome, guys.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure to join your monster party.
Thank you.
Honored. The Rondo recipient.
Rondo.
Please take a flyer. Yes.
Thank you guys both for being with us
Thank
today.
you very
Yes.
much.
Pleasure.
It's an honor.
Matt, you like Disneyland, don't you?
I love Disneyland.
Yes,
you guys,
of
we all like
course.
Disneyland.
It's a
Oh,
magical
my God,
place.
yes.
It's one of your favorite places.
I have a haunted mansion bathroom.
That's
Come on.
That's right.
Well, guess what? We have here someone who dropped by last year at Monsterpalooza, and I'm
remember.
here with
Michael.
Michelle.
and you guys work at Disneyland.
I currently work there. She currently moved on to a better position. We always say anybody who usually leaves Disneyland gets a grown-up job.
But we love stories about Disneyland, and I think you have one.
Yeah. So this particular story has to do with the Haunted Mansion. I went on a specialized tour that was given to us by one of our managers in our department, and it was a 3-hour tour of all the interesting trivia about the mansion. Now,
Cool.
most of us know about the ballroom scene, correct?
Yes. Oh,
Yes.
yes.
And everybody's
famous.
seen the little spider in the ballroom?
Yes.
Everybody
yeah.
kind of know the legend about that spider?
I do not know.
Oh.
Okay, so way back in the 60s, an incident happened where that glass was shattered, and they were trying to figure out how they were going to fix the problem. So an Imagineer came in with a glue gun and turned that spider-like hole that was right there and stuck a spider on there.
Oh, so the
Well,
shattered glass.
Yeah, instead of shattering glass.
Nice.
Yeah,
They made it into a spider web.
a spider. Now, come to find out, later on, they were thinking they really wanted to replace that whole plane of glass. Now, that plane of glass is tall. It's about 40 feet and probably about maybe 10 feet across.
Uh-huh.
And it's a pepper effect. They call it the pepper ghost effect. So that's what causes the illusion of the ghost down below.
Okay.
Now, so
Right.
they ordered this plane of glass up to dimensions. They had it shipped in. And then they realized they had no way of getting it into the mansion without actually cutting a hole in the roof. So
my
they
God.
left that glass display as it was, and they put the other one in one of our warehouses. Now, several years later, they're getting ready to retheme Haunted Mansion to Haunted Mansion Holidays, introducing Jack Skellington. and his
Right,
crew.
right.
New set of Imagineers came through. New set of Imagineers were looking around. They saw this and they thought, well, we know what? We need to replace this glass. So they went out and ordered it 2 dimensions, shipped it in, and realized that they couldn't get it in without actually tearing up the hole. So now they had to figure out where they're going to put this plane of glass. So they looked around the resort, went to one of our warehouses, saw this big box, this mounted to the wall, and said, hey, guys, I think we can put it here. It actually almost matches the dimensions of the glass we got. They opened it up and found the first plane of glass.
That's hilarious.
You know,
Yeah.
that's so strange because it's the kind of mistake that I would make. You know, you buy the couch that's too big for the door and
Now, some other cool things they talk about the mansion was part of this tour. One of which is there was the monkey with the symbols.
Right.
Yeah. So
Right.
in the very first run of the Haunted Mansion, they had the monkey with the symbols. The problem was that was at almost the very beginning where you went into the attic scene and you see him kind of clacking around because that's where all the toys were. Well, you could hear it almost anywhere inside the mansion.
Oh, you're right.
Well, these were battery operated. Instead of switching out the batteries, the Imagineers wanted to find a way of hardwiring it into the electrical for the house, and they did.
Right.
So they hardwired it in. These toys were not designed to run that long.
Right. Continuously.
One by one, these monkeys stopped running until they decided to 86 it all together. So
Okay.
you know about the pet cemetery out front?
yes, yeah.
So the pet cemetery is supposed to represent an animal that lived and passed away or unalived in
Yes.
in the Haunted Mansion. So there's dogs, there's the cats, there's the skunk. And for a while during Haunted Mansion holidays, there was the brass monkey. They made a tombstone
Oh,
for
nice.
that little symbol monkey. Yeah.
That's cool.
That is so cool.
That is
I
a
didn't
great
know
story.
that.
And it illustrates something that we know as toy collectors, that some of those toys weren't really made to last.
Right, right.
That's why if you can find one in great condition
Right.
with its box, that's what makes these toys so valuable.
Yes,
Right.
for sure.
Like I have several of the, many of these fancy robots and King Kongs and things like that. But it's
But you wouldn't run it 24 hours a day.
oh God,
at
no,
Right,
no!
right.
I put it on my shelf so I could look at it.
Right.
I have kind of a running joke that anybody out there can make, there's industrial grade materials that are supposed to be built to last, like aerospace, NASA. If anybody can design theme park grade materials that can survive an operation at a theme park, you would make bank.
Right, like indefinitely. Right.
Well, they should make toys out of that.
Yeah.
right, right.
Because I don't know how many toys we get where sometimes, you get them right out of the package. Well, some of us take our toys out of the package. But, you try to move that arm, and it's been in the package so long that with the paint and everything, it sticks.
Yes.
And then the arm just comes off.
Yep.
Or it gets sticky. You get the sticky
Right,
plastic
right.
syndrome. And, yeah, let's get some of these
we need
high-grade materials.
yeah, we need NASA to design toys.
Yes.
Yeah.
But guys, I always love it when we have Disney people come over and tell us behind the scenes stuff because we absolutely love it. Oh my gosh! And look, she has a Haunted Mansion bag.
Oh, nice.
Look at that
Backpack.
backpack. It's the same material. It's like
that's
one of the
really cool.
It's like one of the female costumes.
Do they sell that at the park?
Yes, that's a Ghost Host backpack. There's a Ghost Host jersey you can buy. There's a Spirit jersey you can buy as well.
Nice.
They got the matching Haunted Mansion ears. Yeah,
Nice.
and so
Awesome.
sometimes you almost look undistinguishable from an actual cast member.
I'd like to be a ghost host. Wouldn't that be fun? You think?
be awesome.
For a couple days.
James?
Yeah.
Your eyes would have to adjust, though, because you're in darkness all day long.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Now here's the fun. We went to Universal Fan Fest, and so Scooby in the Game were there as one of the main attractions.
Right.
And so we walked up to when they were doing a photo op opportunity, and Fred looks over and sees Michelle and goes, "You're a ghost host? So that means you know how to host with ghosts? Can you help us with that?"
nice.
Everybody's very much in character. It's method, I
Yeah,
guess,
yeah.
over there at Universal.
If you look at the front of her shirt, we have another character that's strictly from Japan. This was at Halloween Horror Night.
Look at this, guys.
yeah.
Show
It's
that.
like a
Is that Five Nights at Freddy?
Creepy teddy bear.
No, look at that.
Amikuba
Wow.
is a zombie teddy bear from Japan, and it's themed after it's sort of like its innards are sort of hanging out, but it's candy.
Oh,
So he's
nice.
kind of hanging out. You can see he's kind of semi falling apart.
They
Yeah.
must make
Yeah.
candy, I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
Yes.
Yeah, and Hamikuma was really popular at the last Horror Nights.
Huh,
Okay.
Cool.
You've been to Japan, I'm assuming, then.
No, they had him come down for a special.
Oh, wow. Wow. You guys have to go to Japan.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
magical.
You got to put that on the bucket list, my friend.
Yeah.
Bucket list, Walt Disney World, find out where Uncle Joe actually ended up, which landfill, those kind of things.
Well, guys, thank you
Thank
so
you
much
so
for
much.
stopping
Yeah,
by.
thanks for
Great
stopping
stories. We
by.
always
Thanks.
love it. You guys enjoy the
Mike and
show.
Michelle,
Okay,
thank you.
Take care, my friends.
Cheers.
One of the most exciting things about being here at Monsterpalooza is getting to meet not only all these amazing craftspeople, but amazing filmmakers.
Yeah.
And, sir, you are a genuine feature filmmaker.
Yes, I am. Thank you so much. Pleasure to meet all of you guys. I love your setup here. So,
Thank you.
What is your name, sir?
my name's GARO SETIAN. I make sci-fi movies. I did a killer robot movie called Automation.
Nice.
And I also did a film called Space Wars Quest for the Deep Star. They're all available and out there. We do a lot of special effects and action and adventure. A lot of giant monsters in Space Wars.
Nice.
Oh, I
That's
love
our
that.
jam.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my jam.
You're living the dream for sure.
Absolutely. I've been a trailer editor most of my life. I worked at Lionsgate for 17 years.
Oh, okay.
Did tons of home entertainment trailers. I'm sure you've probably seen a lot of them.
I'm sure we have. Yes.
And
yeah.
my
Trailers.
company's called Hungry Monster Entertainment.
Beautiful.
So you can see why I like the Monster Party podcast.
Of course, yes.
Have you always been a fan of the genre?
Absolutely. I grew up with the Godzilla films, King Kong movies.
There you
everything.
go.
You know, on Thanksgiving, it was all King Kong, Son of Kong, Mighty Joe Young.
Sure. Right,
And then on the
right.
Friday, it was Godzilla Day. You'd
That's
have
right.
a series of Godzilla movies, or I would watch the 4 o'clock movie when I'd come home from school.
I remember
and
that
watch-
the TV Guide ads would
Yes.
have, yeah, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and I'd watch all the Gamera movies. I remember discovering that when I was a kid.
Right.
And it was so cool because, I was familiar with Godzilla, but suddenly I was seeing all these brand new, way cool monsters.
Right.
And Gamera would fight Gaius or Guiron or all these weird things.
Yeah.
So I was obsessed with all of that.
That
And Ray
sounds cool.
Harryhausen stuff all the time.
Right.
So-
And it was nice that a monster like Gamera could have a relationship with a child and have it not be weird.
Well,
Right,
there
right.
were
Friends to all children.
Well, there were a lot of kids that had turtles. Okay, that was a common thing. So it made sense that a kid could have a giant turtle as a monster friend. And I see you have someone else here.
my
Who's this?
son is here. Yes,
Hey,
he's
hey,
a trailer
hey.
editor too.
Hi,
What's your name?
my name is Hunter.
Hey, Hunter.
Pleasure
Hi,
to meet
Hunter.
y'all.
Welcome.
Nice to meet you.
Now, do you help out and work with your dad on these films?
Yeah, he basically got me into film early, taught me everything he knew about trailers, and I just picked it up just like that.
Nice.
That's
awesome.
a good dad.
Do you love monsters too?
Absolutely, I grew up with Godzilla, so.
All right. All right.
He would watch Ultraman. What were the other
Ultraman.
shows?
Iron King, Red Baron.
Nice.
Love 'em all.
Some classics that literally barely anyone knows about, but
Kamen
it's
Rider?
Except us.
a
Kamen
special
Rider?
place in my heart.
Kamen Rider, you didn't see Kamen Rider. But the thing that was cool about Red Baron and
Sure. Iron
those
King?
shows, yeah, Iron King, they were in Japanese. He didn't even, there were no subtitles or anything. Couldn't
Oh,
read the
wow.
subtitles at that age, but he
Right,
watched
right.
the shows.
The monsters were enough for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the scripts aren't that hard to follow.
right.
Someone's mad about something, and then a monster comes in and takes care of things.
But it was always great because the monsters were always very unique and bizarre looking.
Yes, they
and
were.
they battled. And as a kid, you're watching it on a big set, like in the hills and greenery. And then
It's on a real
buildings.
set, and a guy in a costume.
Yes.
Sweating his
Destroying
ass off.
models.
I wanted to
Yeah.
do. I wanted to be in a costume. I wanted to do that.
Oh, I've always wanted to do that stuff. When I was a kid, I'd make like clay monsters, and I'd do my own animation.
Right,
Or do
yeah.
Super 8 film, then later
Yeah,
on,
oh yeah, we all did that.
16 millimeter
Yeah.
and video. I mean,
Now-
obsessed over that stuff.
For your special effects, do you do a lot of like old school practical effects? Do you computer stuff? What do you do?
We're definitely in the computer age in what we're able to do these
Okay,
days. So
right.
it's-
Cost effective.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly. I
right.
mean, our films aren't, millions of dollars, but they look like they could be. So that's
yeah.
the
That's
idea,
And you've got a few celebrities in these. Like, who was some of the you showed me?
Oh yeah, we had Michael Pare and Olivier Gruner in our last movie, which was a lot of fun. And we have a new one coming up called Starfire Squadron, which you'll be hearing about soon. We start
Nice.
shooting on Monday, so it's going to
Great.
be pretty spectacular because this one's my dream project. I wrote it back in 2014. And just circumstances, for whatever reason, these other films ended up coming up first, but they're all kind of building to this one, and
Nice.
it's gonna take things to the next level.
Where do you shoot this stuff on location in studios or both?
We're actually shooting, strangely enough, we're shooting out in California on some sound stages, and we got some really amazing spaceship sets. I work with this guy, Evil Ted Smith, who has his own YouTube channel, and he builds incredible stuff. He built the robot for our first film, Automation, and a lot of the really cool props in our second movie. And this one, he's gone all out. I mean, we
Nice.
got cool spaceship sets and, basically X-Wing fighter style cockpits, and it's amazing.
And your films are available on streaming platforms, yes?
Yes, they're on Tubi and on all pretty much every, Amazon Prime, Vudu, you can get
Awesome.
them on there. And if you like giant monsters and stuff and fist fights and spaceship battles and, just pure adventure,
Right.
I highly recommend Space Wars.
You're describing my life.
Exactly. I bet you guys like Giant Robot, too. Remember him? I mean, that was another
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Johnny Sacco and his
Johnny
flying
Sacco.
robot.
Johnny
yeah.
Sacco,
And we
I
have
love that.
figures of the robot.
Well,
yeah.
I
remember-
was more of a Space Giants fan myself.
Space
Giants
I love
also
Space
great.
Giants. Yes.
I love it.
I wish I had that whistle. I could blow it 3 times.
Yeah.
Please remind us again of some of the titles that our listeners can look for.
Automation. It's about robots in the workplace and robots taking over people's jobs. And
That can't happen.
yeah,
Sounds completely implausible.
it's about a robot who is so good in the workplace that they decide to replace all the other human beings with these robots.
Again, absurd.
Yeah, but then what ends up happening is the robot finds out that he's actually the prototype, and they're going to replace him with the next generation of robots. So he goes crazy because he doesn't want to lose his job.
Oh,
Nice.
that's
a great
And he's he is a robot. I mean, he's a big clunking robot. You know, like something like RoboCop size,
Right.
walking around an
Nice.
office. So it's meant to be fun. You
That
know,
is
Right.
fantastic.
and then the other one, Space Wars: Quest for the Deep Star. And it's really just a classic adventure story where there's a quest and we have to find this thing, and along the way we run into these monsters, and it's about a father and daughter team, and we have incredible just fist fights, and it's old Star Trek meets sort of Star Wars and
Nice,
all the
nice.
stuff we grew
You're
up
singing
with.
my song.
A little bit of Starship Troopers, maybe?
A little bit of that, Sinbad, really like a quest adventure where you
Nice.
just run into cool stuff along
love
the
it.
way. It's
Love
our
it.
favorite kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And and we edit movie trailers. Our company, Hungry Monster Entertainment, we do all sorts of trailers. My son here we were just here yesterday for the Golden Trailer Awards on Thursday,
Oh.
and he had 2 nominations this year.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
He's
That's
doing
great.
incredible work.
Trailers are an art form.
Oh,
They are.
I mean,
They
yeah,
are.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm curious though, does the director tell you what to do, or do you have free reign? Because Sean has a big criticism of trailers. Like, you feel that they sometimes they show
nowadays, they tell you the entire story and every twist in the trailer.
So, in my experience, it really depends on the kind of work I get. If it's something like Popeye Revenge, I basically get free roam on whatever I could do, and if they like it, they like it.
Right,
if
right.
not, they give me notes. But if it's something like one of my bigger projects that could potentially take like a month to finish, they usually have like direct details of what they kind of
Okay.
want
Really?
Right,
for
okay,
their trailer.
okay.
So it's a studio that's deciding that, Sean.
I would think so. Yeah, the big studios. I think
that
you
makes
know,
sense.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome, though.
Thank you so much for stopping by and chatting with us. Very,
gotta check
very
out your films.
excited. And
Yeah.
we look forward to seeing your current films and looking forward to seeing your next ones.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate you having
Good to
us.
see you guys.
Have a good one.
Here at Monsterpalooza, we're sitting here minding our own business, and then someone
we
walks
minding
by.
our own business?
And then someone walks by with an amazing, creepy costume. Look at this.
Look at this. Now, what this is, for the people listening, this is a monstrous figure that's coming out of a hoodie, actually coming out of someone's body, but going through the hoodie, and it is from the Smile series.
Yeah, specifically, this was modeled after the second Smile movie.
Which is
too,
my
yeah.
favorite.
I
Yeah, it's my
love that
favorite
movie.
too.
Yeah.
This is the entity from the second Smile movie.
And this is Andy.
Oh, hello. Yes, my name is Andy. Should have.
Yeah, no, that's okay. And this, Andy, this is amazing. How long did it take you to make this creature?
About 2 months. I got all of the materials late February, started around March-ish, early March.
What did
Finished
you make it out of?
literally
Yeah,
a
what
few
is it
days
made
ago.
out of?
It's made out of styrofoam and then a lot of air dry clay on top of it. I had to carve the jaw out of a bunch of styrofoam I glued together.
Wow.
And it's attached to me via a harness that's underneath everything.
Wow.
And it's pretty lightweight. I originally made it with the intention of puppeting it around, but couldn't quite get that to work. But he is removable. He is
Wow.
It is.
puppetable.
Oh, that's nice.
You have to
So-
make a full body version of it and just have like a
Yeah.
Guys, I just learned that this is Andy's first sculpture.
It's-
and I was so
Wow.
impressed.
Gorgeous.
We went over to Ted Haynes.
Oh,
and he
yeah,
was
great.
blown away by this.
Yeah.
And what did Ted tell you?
To keep doing it.
Yes, that's right.
keep
Yeah, you
doing
need
it.
to be in the business.
Yeah.
So he's very nice. Everyone's been very sweet. We've been walking around and people have been going crazy, and I'm very, very grateful.
And what's cool is
Works very hard.
that's such a cool movie, but to do cosplay with that particular creature, that's very unique. You don't exactly see a lot of Smile to
No.
cosplay around.
They're my
that's really
favorite
cool.
movies of all time.
Yeah, that's
And the
great.
way that you made this, your presentation here is great.
Yeah.
Now, have people been stopping you you and asking for
Are
pictures?
they recognizing
Oh
it?
yeah, a lot for sure. I don't mind at all. I love that people love the movies as much as I do.
Now, you love to do cosplay, don't you?
Yes, yeah.
And you're here with a friend who happens to be my daughter, I think.
Yes. Hi, I'm Kathy.
That's Kathy, and you didn't dress up today. But typically you guys dress up in costumes. You guys like to do cosplay, right?
Yeah. We're actually going to be cosplaying together tomorrow. We're going to be matching.
Nice.
What are you doing? Or is it a surprise?
Do you want it to be a surprise?
No, we can tell. We can tell.
We're going to be Jennifer and Needy from Jennifer's Body.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We're doing
That's
them.
another one
we have
I
to
like.
tell you, this is absolutely amazing. You've done a fantastic job. I know my daughter likes to pet it.
I don't know what it is. I think it's the texture of the top of the head.
Yes.
I love.
It's very
I've been petting
comforting.
him all day.
Yeah.
See, you'd like something like this in your room that you could pet, right?
I would. I would lean over from the bed and just go, it's going to be okay. It's going to be all
The
right.
main reason why I wanted to make this is because there's literally no smile merchandise of this creature.
Yeah, right. Yeah, where's that figure?
I
of that
wanted to
monster?
have something because this is my favorite horror character of all time, so I might as well just make it.
And it's
Exactly.
so popular. What a
Yeah,
They,
yeah.
do, they do have a pop figure.
Yeah. They have a
They
pop
do?
figure. I want 5 of them. I already have. She got me one, but yeah, he's going right on my wall after the convention.
Great.
Nice.
Right.
Nice.
That looks fantastic. That's gonna be kind of scary, don't you think? You walk in the room and there it is.
There you go.
Pop-
You
You'd
know
like
what?
that,
I would
wouldn't you?
I would walk in and I'd go, this is someone I need to be friends with.
All of the teeth also are hand sculpted and hand painted, and my mom and I counted because my mom helped me on this a lot.
That
There's
is
147 teeth on this.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Well,
Fun little fact.
I am really impressed, Andy. This is a fantastic job. It's I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Great
Out of the-
job.
Knocked it out of the park.
And I can't wait to see what you guys come up with next.
Thank you so much. I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it.
Nice.
Take care of your teeth.
Brush regularly.
So that was fun, wasn't it? And
It
you know, I
was.
love it when we're hanging out and hey, here's someone with a monster party cat.
The only one here, unfortunately.
This is Hillel. He's a friend actually of Gina and my wife and I, and he works at UCLA.
Yep,
where
yep.
My wife
And
works.
it's funny you met with someone with the teeth monster because I work at the School of Dentistry.
That's right.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Wow.
Look at that
See?
segue. Look at that. It all comes together.
Yeah.
Right.
That's hilarious.
There are no
Well,
coincidences.
I just wanted to come by and thank you guys so much. I have a small something for all 4 of you.
What?
No.
Holy
More
shit.
gifts?
Is it teeth?
You figured it out. No, you guys
A free
have given
cleaning.
me so much, and you've gotten me through a lot of real rough times. So it's a small token of appreciation. You guys have probably gone before, but I wanted to give to you a ticket to the Magic Castle. Only if all 4 of you will go together.
Oh, that's a great
And I'm
idea.
bestowing the responsibility of the reservations to Sean.
Oh my
for obvious
gosh.
Yeah, that's
reasons.
wise. That's wise.
Hello.
He's the responsible one.
I am. He is. He's
amazing.
probably the most
Yeah.
responsible.
So I hope you go and have a good time, and it's just a small way of me to say thank you
God.
for all
That
you've
is
done for
so
me.
nice
This is
of you.
amazing. I love
Yeah.
this.
So thank you guys
Magic
so much
Castle's
for
great.
everything.
To go as a group would be
Wow.
outstanding.
Thank you. Whoa.
And you see, and that's, I love it when people give us gifts.
Yes.
We got
And
yes.
to give a gift like this,
This
is
is amazing.
unbelievable. I mean, the
Yes.
Magic Castle is a very famous place in Hollywood. It's
Yes.
where you can only go by invite.
Right.
Yeah.
You
Right,
can't
that's
just
right.
call up and go, hey, I want to make a reservation. Oh, no.
This is
Oh, no.
amazing.
You have to be invited. And I feel privileged.
Thank
Did
you
I ever
so
tell
much.
you that one of the times that I went to the Magic Castle, you know, they have the regular magic show event, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
there's an opener.
Yeah.
And the opener for the big magic show was Sherry Lewis's daughter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
With lamb chop.
What was she like? What was it?
It was very strange because it was kind of dirty.
Oh wow, weird.
With lamb chop?
Yes.
So Sherry Lewis presents Meet the Feebles.
Exactly right. It was like, it was kind of like, in my mind, I was like, boy, you know, this would be funny if it was blue, if this act was totally
Right,
blue.
right.
And then it just happened.
You
It's
spoke
like,
it into existence.
I know, I have to be careful about my thoughts
Yeah,
now.
it's like what's that movie with Bruce Davidson?
Lathe of Heaven.
Lathe of Heaven. Yeah, it's like you make it real.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, thank you guys so much.
Thank you,
my
man.
friend.
All of you.
Thank you. I'm getting all right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
This is interesting, okay?
Is it?
It.
I want to know.
Are you recording?
I am recording, yes.
Matt, you know what I love? Is
What do
when
you love?
is when you're standing here and you meet someone that I've never met before, but they feel like they know us because they listen to the show in
Oh,
Utah.
That's what we like to hear.
Now I'm here with
John Robinson.
And
Trisha.
Come on over here, Trisha. Don't be shy. It's audio, okay? So tell me, you guys are in Utah, right?
That's correct, yes.
And you've been listening to Monster Party for?
Yeah. I was searching out podcasts, trying to make the day go by fast at work,
Right.
And you guys, there's other horror podcasts, but you guys, hit it because you're relatively the same age, as I am.
There we go.
Right.
And you guys know it, You guys are talking about things that I like, and you're monster kids.
Yeah.
Which
Right,
is a
right.
difference between a lot of the other podcasts that are like horror fans or, through the different genres, and I'm not knocking that, but you guys are monster kids, and I appreciate it. You guys, Aurora model kids.
There you
Right,
go.
right.
Right, yeah.
Horror host.
Don
Yeah.
Post masks.
Right, sure.
All the great stuff, and so 8 millimeter.
8 millimeter.
Yeah, Super 8 films, yeah.
Famous monsters from Filmland.
That was our thing.
But you're here with a monster lady too, right? You like monsters, right?
Yeah.
It's okay. Do you have a favorite horror movie?
You guess.
She loves Scream. She's a little.
Oh, that's
It's
second
amazing how
Scream.
many people,
Wes
yeah.
Craven.
Her
Come
favorite
on.
horror movie would be Halloween.
Good choice.
An excellent choice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you been to Monsterpalooza before?
No, this is the first
Oh,
time.
so what do you
It's
think?
your guys' fault because I kept listening to you, and that's like my favorite episodes is when you'd come to Monster
Well,
Palooza.
now you're part of the
Now you're
newest
part of it.
episode.
Yeah. You will go on the air.
And this year I was just like, you know what? We're gonna do it this year. So.
Nice.
I'm so glad that you stopped by, and I've noticed that you guys made a heck of a lot of
Yeah,
purchases
you did
here,
some
right?
shopping.
I mean, it's so easy to just
know.
spend your savings.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Every time you turn around, it's like, oh my gosh, I got to have that too.
I get it.
What did you get? What did you get here?
What he got.
This is all his stuff?
Pretty much.
Just show us one thing.
Should
Show-
make
show
friends
me
with my
one
wife because it's. Oh, look at that! We got a
Go see.
Terrifier.
Nice.
Terrifier figure.
Ooh, cool.
Wow.
Cool. Kind of
Whoa.
cool. Yeah, it's awesome.
What
Great
is
mask.
what is this?
So I commented it, and I'm really not doing the artist justice because I just met him. But I commented about like the similarity of like Scooby-Doo that I see a lot of like the creatures
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
exaggerated kind of, yeah.
And he said he appreciated that because that's kind of what he was incorporating in that. And he was a big fan of that too. So,
Nice,
That's
nice.
you know,
great.
I get like medieval, like
Sure, right.
you
Like
know,
an evil
Dark
monk or
Ages
something.
type
Yeah.
Right,
you know,
right.
creep that's out there. So yeah.
Now, do you guys have a collection of
I do.
I already know that.
We have a collection together. She leans more of like the slashers and the paranormal.
Nice,
Okay.
nice.
I would say one of her favorite things would be like a possessed doll.
Cool,
So, you
yeah,
know,
nice.
so-
Nice.
We love possessed dolls.
Yes,
Yeah.
we do.
You
Yeah.
have your Chucky and your Annabelle and
Right,
stuff.
right.
Yeah.
I think magic.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, right.
But
What about Talkie Tina? Talkie Tina.
Tina,
Talkie
Do you like
Tina.
Yep.
Talkie Tina?
Yep.
absolutely, she loves it. I think she has a T-shirt, of
Nice,
Tina. But
nice.
I lean more towards the classic monsters and Hammer horror and
Hammer horror.
Universal and any of the like B-rated or the creatures and stuff
Sure.
like that.
Yeah.
They might be a little cheap in how they were made, but they have such charm.
Yeah, charm.
Appreciation, and if a modern movie nowadays puts like practical effects in there, it's so much more appreciated.
Exactly.
And any kind of like something that recognizable as being fake is still more appreciated that they went to the attempt to
Right.
do it that
That's
way.
right.
Yeah.
That's why when I watch a modern Godzilla movie, as much as I appreciate the CGI, when I know that it's someone took the time to meticulously throw out their back, hunched over, putting
Explosions
little
around
tiny
them.
laundry in the balcony of one of these fake buildings, it's just incredible.
Now, here's my question, though. So you grew up in Utah, right?
Correct.
Okay, so were you like one of those kids on the block that, there's that strange kid who likes monster stuff? And
Yes.
see, you're just like us.
One of the things that I appreciate about Matt is he's a Kiss fan.
Ah, there you go.
I come from like Kiss, Alice Cooper, Black Sabbath.
There you go, right?
And that was kind of like, and then you have, of course, the weekends would come along and you would have, the late night horror movie on there. And so I was really eager to always draw, Frankenstein's monster and put him up in like in September instead of October, and I remember wanting so bad a pair of, just the cheap plastic vampire teeth that came with the blood. My friend down the neighborhood,
Vampire blood.
You know, friend couple doors down or houses down had it, and I coveted that thing, and I wanted that so bad. But that's just kind of how it, and as you grow, I didn't really recognize it. I didn't know. It seems like you guys a little bit honed in on it sooner, but as I got older, I just recognized that this was me and it was a part of me.
Right.
And
you have to
just
own
embraced it instead of like run away from it. So
right.
Yeah.
And today being a nerd is cool.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
back then when I wore my Batman shirt, I risked getting beat up.
Right, exactly. I'm with you, brother.
But I'm going to represent anyway.
Sure, of course.
Now I got another question. I noticed your T-shirt. You've got Vampirella here on your T-shirt.
That's a great Vampirella.
Now, do you know
Great shirt.
James GONIS worked with this woman, right?
Oh,
Barbara Lee?
really? So
Barbara Lee was the model for Vampirella.
yeah, for a couple of the covers.
Yes.
Yes.
And the movie
Several.
that never came out, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, cool.
And she was on our podcast actually too.
Oh,
We
yeah.
had Barbara Lee
Yes,
with Joe
yes.
Mo, right?
Yeah. Well, that's fantastic. I mean, Vampirella. So I mentioned growing up on Kiss. I also grew up on Famous Monsters. Mad Magazine was such a
course.
big
Yeah.
influence for me. And whenever Mad would do Jack Davis or some of the other artists would incorporate the horror in there, I just went
like a
crazy.
sweet
for
spot.
it. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's just fantastic. So
Well, Jack
Yeah.
Davis did movie posters. He did the poster for Mad Monster Party.
yeah,
That's right.
In
awesome.
addition to a
Yeah,
lot of
Mad Monster Party.
Didn't he also do Bananas?
Yeah.
yes.
Oh yeah,
A
yeah.
lot of
Woody Allen's
comedies. A
Banana.
lot of
Harvey
comedies.
Kurtzman and
Yeah.
everything come from the Mad Monster Party. This fantastic stuff.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I want to thank you guys so much for stopping by the booth because this is great. Now you're going to be able to hear yourselves on the show.
right.
And please keep listening and to support us in Utah.
Always will. Always
Wow.
will. Okay.
Thanks so
It's
much.
nice to
Monster Party! Yeah! Thanks, guys.
You got stickers and stuff? You got?
Yeah, get some flyers and stickers.
Oh, boy, this was fun.
Is that the Monster Party? The Ronda Award winning?
It is.
Aaron
It is.
Neuwirth.
It's Aaron Neuwirth from Two Black Guys
From
Talk
Two Black
Godzilla.
Guys Talk Godzilla?
All right.
Where's your other black guy?
Chan.
Where's the other black guy?
He's currently he's working on something special for Comic Con. He's got
Oh, okay.
Ah,
We'll see him.
nice.
he's getting his
We'll see
costume ready. Yeah, I heard you guys are going to be at Comic Con.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, we are.
And
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're going to be there as well.
Oh yes, I'll be
okay.
there.
Yeah,
I'll be there.
Awesome.
I'll be there with bells on.
we have to
Awesome.
hang.
I really want to make a
Awesome.
lot of noise during the panels, especially your guys.
I'm used to this stand up,
So now, Aaron, you and Terrence went to Japan recently.
We just got back last week from Japan. Yes.
How was it?
Nice.
It was a great time. We did the zip line.
You did the zip line.
Now everyone can
Oh,
stop
really?
sending me pictures on
Now-
Instagram of it because
now-
I've done it.
Now explain what this is.
So you go to Awaji Island, which is multiple subways and a bus to get to, and they have a theme park. It's like a collection of theme parks. So they have like a Naruto park, various other like anime, and then they have a Godzilla theme park. And at the Godzilla theme park, they have this giant Shin Godzilla-like head that's basically like there's like a whole movie and everything that explains why it's like this. So it's like you watch this movie where it's like they blew up a big hole and then they pushed a bunch of like chemical coagulant to freeze Godzilla. And so now it's up to
So
your
it's supposed to be really Godzilla.
yeah, so now it's your job to zip line either through or on the side of the gun to make sure it stays dormant.
That's awesome.
So you hook yourself in, you sign your life away, and you ride down this zip line, and it's like. You go to Japan, and like I love seeing the culture. I love eating the food. I
Sure.
love seeing the people. But the elation of going down a zip line through Godzilla's mouth is kind of better.
I'm with
like,
you.
Like I was at Osaka Castle where Anguirus fought Godzilla, and I'm like, this is cool. But I went through Godzilla's mouth the other day.
Right.
Yeah, it's hard to follow.
And you help save the world by doing
yeah.
it.
Right. And you survived. That's
Just
awesome.
another Tuesday. But yes, I
Right.
helped save the world.
it's,
It was
you
great
know,
stuff.
I just love a ride that's based on real science.
Now I have to ask, okay, so you guys were in Japan for how long?
We left on the 12th. We came back on the 21st.
Okay,
Oh, that's a
but
good
when
chunk.
we last left you and your buddy were not quite done with the Godzilla films. Where are you now?
Oh yeah.
Terrence and I, we've just finished the Heisei era films. We
Oh, okay.
We literally just finished the Heisei era. We did our recap episode came out while we were in Japan.
Nice.
Luckily, we had it all planned out and everything. And
And
whatnot.
I'm guessing that he liked a lot of those.
He very much did. We ranked him. His number one was Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we were at Hotel Gracery, which is where they have the big Godzilla head on the top.
Yeah.
And we stayed in the room.
No way. Awesome.
Like, you can go to our Two Black Guys Talk Godzilla YouTube page. We got a whole video about our Japan trip, and we have a lot of video of us touring the room and doing all this stuff.
We will check this out, but I need to know. So, how much ahead of time did you have to book the room?
So we got lucky. Like, we booked it probably like a month and a half in advance, and like there's only one room in the hotel that's themed after Godzilla.
Right.
So we got lucky that room was available.
Oh, wow.
Point. Now, is it cheap? Not
No.
necessarily, but the yen goes a long way with regard to the dollar.
For a
so
true Godzilla fan, it's worth it. Yeah.
Did you do any toy shopping?
Did we do
That's
any
a stupid
toy
question, James.
I wish I could take this hat off right now and have like 3 things underneath it. We went to a total of 4 different Godzilla stores. They have like the official Toho Godzilla
The official
stores.
ones.
Yeah. And they each have a different Godzilla statue at them, so we got pictures of all that. But yeah, we got a number of things for sure. I got a what did I get? I got a Godzilla lamp because I needed one. And,
everyone needs a lamp.
Yeah. You need a little light in your life.
Yeah.
Terrence got a Shin Godzilla desk like model. So it's like this big thing that sits on a desk.
Fantastic.
Very cool.
Did you ever find the SY3 from Destroy All Monsters?
No, I was looking. I was hoping that what is this? Oh my God! What is this?
Your own SY3 from Destroy All Monsters.
James just gave him the spaceship from Destroy All Monsters.
And that's die cast, isn't it?
I think that's plastic.
Oh, that's a
I love
plastic
this
one.
so much.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Oh, that's awesome.
I found an extra one, and I was like, hey.
See, we give gifts too.
We make dreams come true.
That's right, we do.
I was tempted. I have like a bed full of because I got a bunch of stuff for different friends there. Because it's like I only have so many shelves. I got so many things on my bed there. I'm like, I should probably bring something for the monster party guys and kids. I forgot to like go to the bed this morning, like find like whatever random shit that I'm like.
Oh, we love random shit.
But no, that's so thank you so much.
Awesome.
This is such a big, happy, genuine smile on my face right now.
And I swear to you, we did try to find the apology tour figures.
Oh, right, little apology.
The Menderake stores that they have.
We went to like 7 of those.
We went to a bunch of those because I'm like, if anyone's going to have it, it's going to be these guys. We look at all the shelves and everything.
Next time, a good one to go to is in Nagoya.
Okay.
Which is, I want to say, on the train, it's about like 45 minutes or something.
Halfway between Tokyo and Osaka.
Yeah. Because it's a little bit off the beaten path. Lots of great stuff.
Yeah, that's what
And it's a lovely town, too.
The whole country is just really nice.
Just
we had
gorgeous.
great weather the whole time too.
Oh,
didn't we?
that's good.
It's great.
So,
It's
yeah,
Not too hot or anything.
No, it was like 70s, like high 70s every day. We
It's
went
amazing.
to Disney Sea the last day.
I love that
Nice.
park.
Beautiful.
I didn't know it existed until like a few months ago. Before like, oh, there's a Disney park that's not just Disneyland, and but it was like 90 degrees that day. it was a hot day. But,
That's awesome.
It was a great time. Terrence and I had a great time there.
Awesome.
So, Aaron, I noticed that you saw that we won Best Podcast, but I understand your podcast has won a few awards too.
Yeah, we won a couple awards in the past year. We were part of the Hollywood Creative Alliance awarded us Best Member Podcast because Terrence and I are critics that are member of that group, and
Nice.
among the members that have podcasts, we were voted the best one there.
Nice.
And then PopCon out of Indiana,
Nice.
we were voted Best Film and TV Podcast over there. So
Fantastic.
the folks at PopCon respect what we seem to do over there. So
Congratulations. As
That's
we
awesome.
do.
Yeah.
much like I respect.
As fellow award winners, we're all together.
It's the kind of thing where Terrence and I we started this podcast, to have fun. But once it became an award-winning podcast, we were like, well, our real goal now is to become a 2-time award-winning podcast.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Exactly. Yeah.
We have to when maybe at Comic-Con we can all get together and just like introduce our awards to each other.
That's awesome.
We'll bring our plaques. We'll put them in each other's rooms.
Yes, and then we'll say, "Wow, that's a real heavy award."
We're all winners, really.
We are all winners. We've talked about this yesterday. You're a winner, and you're a winner, and you're a winner.
Yeah. You're a winner.
Yes, we're all winners.
It's good to be a winner. It's good to be the king.
It is good to be the king. As much as I was honored to have been nominated, for us to have been nominated and then have the runner-up, there's nothing like getting the statue.
it is nice to go to the show and be like, oh, we won.
Right.
It's nice to get dressed up. It's another thing to win. That's certainly fun.
Well, Aaron, it's always great to have you stop by the booth. It's wonderful. We got to do Godzilla Fest again.
For sure. And we'll try to hook up at Comic-Con, too.
In San Diego, for sure.
Yeah.
San Francisco, we'll see. There's things going on that weekend, and it's like, well, if I can make the time work, I know Terrence would like to go as well.
If we could sometime in the future coordinate another Japan trip.
That'd be awesome.
Well, that would be fun for sure.
Yeah.
And obviously, I'm just around. I'm happy to just be on the podcast again at some point.
Exactly.
We'll definitely do that again.
So again, for our listeners, if they want to check out your podcast, what's the name of it, and where can they find it?
It's called Two Black Guys Talk Godzilla. You can find us pretty much just search the words Two Black Guys Talk Godzilla. I think it'll be fun. It's on Substack. I think our Twitter's at Black Godzilla Podcast. Like, I mean, it's or BLK Godzilla, because you can't fit Two Black Guys Talk Godzilla. It's too many characters.
Right.
But like YouTube, because we have our YouTube stream now, so all of our episodes are on YouTube. So just YouTube Two Black Guys Talk Godzilla. You can find us there. My name's Aaron. It's my friend Terrence is the co-host the show with us. We'll be starting the Millennium Era probably in July.
Nice.
At this point, we got to get through the TriStar one first, and then the Millennium Era.
Yeah, nice.
All right,
that
buddy.
should
Well,
be an interesting show.
Yeah.
well, buddy, thank you so much for stopping
see you,
by, man.
Aaron.
That's great.
You guys, yeah.
Right.
Thank you again. Thank you so much.
So that was great. We just had
Hey!
Daniel Schweiger.
How are you, man? It's our soundtracks guest episode.
First of all, a huge congratulations on the Rondo.
Why, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
You've
much.
given
Yeah.
acromalgia a good name.
I love your T-shirt too. I have the
Black
same one.
Thank you. Yeah, there's an
Mara
amazing T-shirt person. But actually, I think this year I found a guy in the other room who is the first time I've ever seen the Richard Corbin Phantom of the Paradise art on the T-shirt. So that's going to be my buy this year.
Nice.
So for listeners, it is a Black Sabbath shirt.
Classic
and
Mario Bava film.
Yes, and it's gorgeous. Black T-shirt with green, and it's blue, and it's cool.
There's a hand that's holding Boris Karloff's head by the hair.
The Vertilac.
Vertilac.
That's right. Love it.
So, Daniel, what's new and exciting in the world of soundtrack?
New and exciting. Well, actually, I'm going to be next week. I start shooting a indie movie called Riot LA, and it's actually the first time I played a character who doesn't die. Actually, maybe the second time.
Nice.
And it actually, even better, it's not a vertical. And and I even got this through auditioning. I had no idea who these people were, but I play an agent, but like Steve Martin in Grand Canyon, except I don't go to that part of the neighborhood and get shot in the foot. So but it does involve a riot.
You got lines? You got?
Oh yeah,
great.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
no, it's really cool. And the one thing I've really been doing a lot of in the last year is I've been doing a lot of stuff for 4Ks and Blu-rays where I talk about film music.
Okay.
Right.
And I just did a thing for Imprint for State of Grace. It's the first 4K that's ever come out of the amazing Phil Journal film.
Imprint
and,
takes lots of great stuff.
Yeah, and I did a whole thing about Ennio Morricone's score, and I did a thing for Unlawful Entry a while ago, which is now in 4K as part of their noir set. So I've been doing a bunch of stuff that's coming out. I'll tell you when I'll get killed for telling you, but it's actually not that
There's
big.
also an adult film called Unlawful Entry, but I'll tell you about that later.
Very true. Actually, one thing I did do that I'm really super proud of is I did the music thing about all the music in the Emmanuel films, the good one.
Which are the good ones?
It's in the Severin.
Severin just put out a bunch of Emmanuel box set.
Yeah, it's in the it's part of the big box set. And believe me, if you've been turned on by Emmanuel, the minute you see my face, it's going to go, woo! I'm like the least sexy thing in that whole box set.
Sometimes you need a cold shower.
I know. It's like a cold shower, but I'm super proud of it. And it's an amazing, and they did a great job cutting my works out together.
Leave it to Severin to put out these lovingly boxes on movie like the Manuel series of movies. That's great. Nobody else is doing this. It's so cool.
Their stuff is incredible. And Will Bates, who's an amazing composer, did a great score for Tuner. They did like a whole thing of Jimmy Sangster. I'm not part of it.
Yeah, the Jimmy Sangster. Yeah,
but it's like he's in that. Nice. And every time I always talk, okay, tell me about your dad. But God, just someone please put out Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde.
Yeah.
Literally, my two favorite Hammer films ever made were in the same double feature: Hands of the Ripper, Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde.
Two great films. Yes.
Amazing,
excellent
absolutely
films.
amazing films.
Yes.
Ralph Bates is so good, and the fact that Martine Bestwick uncannily kind of looks like
Yeah.
him. How that worked out.
Yeah, I mean, oh my God. And again, the music for Hands of the Ripper, you know, I knew Christopher Gunning when he was alive, and I would just keep going on, and please put this out. You gotta, you know, he was like, oh, well, I did that thing, you know, but I mean, they're two really remarkably done films.
Very good taste.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
How you guys doing, man? Again, congratulations.
Oh, just basking in the glow.
And people have been bringing us gifts. So my question to you is, Dan, what did you bring for us?
My firstborn, no.
oh, no, thank you.
Have you, other than the T-shirt you got here, have you found anything else at the con to buy?
Well, I announced it a while ago, but I did liner notes for UHF. That's coming out from Entrada.
Nice.
And it's the actual underscore by John Dupre, who did the Mutant Ninja movies. And another thing I did that's come out this year is Rocky 2. And
cool.
I'm really super proud of that release. And I think there's going to be a lot of super cool stuff like that, you know,
Awesome.
in the future. So, again, I've just been really keeping busy. And, again, I, of course, keep doing the devil's work, which is temp tracking. You know, if there's a composer running around and I said that I'd be killed on site. But
hey, you know, you got to make a living.
Yeah. I mean, you know, the one thing I kind of worked on was the Sally Field Squid movie that just hit Netflix called Remarkably Bright Creatures. Except I got fired from the movie when I attempted with It Came From Beneath the Sea. So, I know what an octopus is all about, man. So I was trying to communicate it with that music. And
I think that movie should have been called the Sally Field Squid movie.
Yes, I agree. You know, it's like where she walks around the aquarium holding a sign that says Union.
right.
Norma Manta Ray.
The Manta Ray really, really liked me.
Nice. Well, that's
Daniel,
awesome.
thank you for stopping by. It's always
Yeah.
great to see
You
you.
guys are wonderful. I so appreciated doing the show with you guys last year.
Of
It was
course.
wonderful.
Love having you.
Look forward to having you back on it.
Yeah.
Are you going to be at San Diego Comic-Con?
No, one of these days I'll get back there.
Okay.
You know, but I hope you guys have a fantastic time there. I
Yeah.
go to WonderCon.
Okay,
That one
yeah,
is
yeah,
the more
awesome.
manageable
I'll make the next one.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
Great to
All
see
right.
you. Thanks,
Cheers,
everyone.
buddy.
Take it easy.
Guys, I'm standing with my niece,
Hey.
Everly.
Hello.
Hello.
everyone. Hello.
And Everly has started to get into horror stuff, but she loves science fiction films.
Mm-hmm.
And we just saw a really neat film, Project Hail Mary.
Yes, I actually really liked the movie.
All right.
I thought
All
it was
right.
very good. I was listening to the podcast.
Uh-oh.
And I have a very big question for you guys. Did you watch the movie at all?
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
We did.
No, I don't know.
I don't
because
hate the movie.
Did they,
Let's be
did they,
fair here.
did they
Yeah, not
lose
at
their
all.
sense of wonder while they were watching?
You know, I felt like at some points it was like, I was like, hey, you know, respect to you guys, but I feel like there were some points that we might have missed along the way.
No, I would love to hear what these points are.
Well, okay, I can't exactly remember certain parts from the podcast. Mom, do you... Okay, I remember. I don't want to come up here with absolutely no evidence. But I feel like the movie was a lot about Grace finding this kind of humanity in something else.
And your mom said loneliness.
Loneliness. It dealt a lot
No,
with
I
loneliness.
get that. I get that.
Did you?
Yes.
Because I don't remember you saying this.
Well, because I was more annoyed by other things to
Like what? Like what?
Well, my problem with the movie for the most part is that it just seems like everything else I've seen.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of, it's a buddy flick, it's E.T.
Does he sound kind of like an old man?
It's just a retread of a lot of stuff that I've seen before.
I mean-
but a very well done retread.
Yeah, yes.
I mean, God forbid people want to have a little nice, fun, happy, like...
Have you seen The Human Centipede? I'm just curious.
No,
we're not going. We're not going.
It's a good
I'm not
double
gonna go
feature.
there. No, I just feel like, especially in this time and age, when a lot of people are kind of dealing with this loneliness and like a disconnect.
Yeah, that's why it did well, I think.
And if you remember on the podcast, I did say I can understand why it's so
yes,
popular.
I did appreciate that. I did appreciate that part.
And you liked the music, didn't you?
I liked the music.
The music was beautiful.
The music was really beautiful.
Someone here didn't like the music.
Oh.
No, the music by itself was very good.
Yes.
The way
Yes.
it was used in the movie was a little manipulative for me.
Well, wait, you don't like it when the filmmaker helps you feel
No,
loneliness?
when you're
Isn't the point of music in a movie to help push along like a story.
Yes,
and, like,
but not spoon feed you.
Right.
Not saying,
Yeah.
look, this is how you're supposed to feel right now. How about you interpret it different ways? Music should be a bed that stirs a certain emotion, but doesn't tell you literally this is how we're this is how the
Bed
scene.
that stirs an emotion.
Look, I don't mind.
I want to sleep in that
No,
bed.
see, I don't mind, like in King Kong, classic King Kong in 1933.
Sure.
I've heard of it.
No, okay, yeah, well, the Steiner was criticized for making that like Mickey Mouse music. He had beats on various
But that-
moments,
for that movie,
and that was
that
great.
worked.
I don't mind it spoon fed to me,
but
Sean.
that-
I know you like everything spoon fed to you.
Everything literal.
I don't know. I don't know if it was like spoon feeding. I just feel like maybe they wanted to reach like a wider audience. You know?
Yeah, and you say
I get it.
Which
And
they
you
did.
Totally get it.
And you feel. I mean, you love your Uncle Larry, don't you?
Of course I do.
Yeah,
Yes.
and you think that Uncle Larry's got a great sense of wonder. doesn't he?
I think that you have a great sense of whimsy. Yes. And Matt.
Larry
and I-
Whimsy Strode.
Yeah. Well, I just thought that like, oh, you know, it's a good movie if you want to like feel hope and happy and like, oh wow, it's so like wonderful and.
I just like to be challenged sometimes when I see a movie.
course, yeah.
I like something a little different and fresh and like maybe a little dangerous and a little makes you think maybe. Yeah,
There was danger.
Again, I'm saying I realize.
As I said in the podcast, and I got this from somebody else who did a review of the movie, and as much as I enjoyed how Rocky was brought to life, I really think it's amazing.
Yeah.
That he comes off like a Swedish exchange student. Like those are all the gags. Like, hey, I don't get this, and
But it makes logical
Sue Murphy
sense.
says that like these aliens always come off like a rambunctious child. They're
Right,
running
right.
through the ships, grabbing everything and knocking things over.
Right.
I mean, like if you were like an alien and you were like put on this ship with a ton of different stuff that you've never seen before.
I wouldn't touch anything.
I would act like a child. I mean, I am,
right.
you know, but I would act like a little child because it's you know, it reawakens that wonder within, I feel like, anybody.
But see, for
You
me,
know?
it was the same with Ryan Gosling. He didn't have enough time to train on all that equipment. How did he know how to operate it?
He's on the
Because
ship
he's
for a
Ryan
while.
Gosling. He can
I'm
do
pretty
anything.
sure in the book they say that he's on there for a while. Also in the movie, I guess you know you just kind of have to put it together.
And
in a
I
way.
can appreciate the portrayal of loneliness, and but when humanity's on the line, you're just talking about saving the world. It has to come down to one. They couldn't find like another 10 people to be on that ship.
Look, James, there were
a good point.
2 other people there,
Beverly,
and things
not
went
enough.
wrong.
Have you-
Yeah, let's put 20 people on there. They can't all live on that spaceship.
That's
Let's
not
put
what
the
he's
whole
saying.
population.
Why are you lying to our audience? You are lying to our audience. That's see how upset you've made me.
A drink was spilled, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, have you read
Wait.
I gotta finish this.
Wait. No, hold on. He was saying that train another 20 people to have ready,
Yes.
not on the ship.
Yeah.
On the ship.
Yeah.
On the ship.
Okay, well
Put
that's
some more-
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Now
say
I'm on
take
your
that.
side. Now
Okay,
I'm
well,
on your
thank
side.
Have you read
Thank
the
you.
book?
I have not read the book. I am
Please,
interested in reading the book because I didn't hear about it until I saw the movie. But it has gotten me interested in reading the book.
My wife read the book. She loves the book, and she had some issues with the movie because they strayed from the book in certain ways. Like, for instance, Rocky didn't talk audibly like that with the computer. He had to figure it out, you know. So little things like that. But maybe, yeah.
I think the reason that they did that was so the audience could have a ability to understand
course,
Rocky,
yeah.
not just
Yes.
Grace.
That's fine.
That's a good creative liberty.
I don't mind that.
You know, I see you guys are, you know, you're being beat up by a 16-year-old here. Well, why don't we bring in another young person who's 21? What did you think of Project Hail Mary?
I loved it. I thought it's probably one of my favorite sci-fi films, honestly.
Yeah. There you go.
Have you seen a lot of other?
Obviously, you're both wrong.
Okay, you guys, like, there's actually something wrong with you guys. Like, actually,
Well, that's not
I
wrong. You're not wrong there.
They sound kind of old and.
Absolutely.
I think that there's too much hate going on at this specific table right now.
They need to lighten up a little bit.
Wow.
And they need to find some happiness.
Find some happiness.
Excuse me, our Rondo Award says differently.
Well, so wait, what was it that you guys didn't like though?
I've seen that movie done.
I've seen
in so that's mature.
Well, that's. I've told you you don't want to sound like the old fart, but
you don't know what you're talking about.
When we get into
This is what you get for letting a 16-year-old argue with you.
Okay, so I don't want to get into that, but I just will say, Everly, it's so great to see you at this convention.
Yeah.
I see you have your mom with you, and thank you so much for bringing your wonderful daughter, and I hope you guys have a great time at Monsterpalooza.
But Everly, I think you're great, and I would love to have you on the show sometime.
Yeah.
I love
Get some of that scrappy young
I mean,
generation.
you're on it now, but I mean, like, I would like to have you back.
You mean like a regular episode, like a full-fledged?
Work
I would
something
love
out.
that. Yeah.
We could call it. What's wrong with the kids today? That'll be the name of the
Because you
episode.
argue,
What are they doing?
You argue your points very well.
Yes,
Thank you. Thank you. I think my English teacher would agree with you on that
There
one.
you go.
Nice.
Well, guys, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the show, okay?
Of course. I'm glad to be here.
Monster Party!
Monster Party!
Hail Mary!
Hail Mary! Woo!
That was fabulous. That was great.
You know, sometimes when we do Monster Party, we don't need everybody here. You know, it's like if we can be without someone, it's okay.
So it's like a later Monkeys album.
Changes.
You know,
Just us.
He'll show up. So I'm here with two amazing people.
Yes.
Tom Frank
I love these
and
people.
Tom Frank and Amanda.
Miranda.
You know what? What is wrong with you?
I've been drinking. I've been having cocktails.
Miranda Frank,
yes.
One of our
It's okay.
most
I get
loyal
it all the
fans.
time.
She gets it all the time.
No, that's wrong.
And by the way, I just want to say to your dad, I love that yellow monster thing that you made, and that was really cool. It was like a robot thing.
Take your pick. That doesn't narrow it down.
No, it would look like a Ghidra. It looked like a Ghidra thing.
Oh, Kunio Okawara, he was the designer of Gundam. And as we know, in the 1991 Godzilla movie, Godzilla versus Mecha King Ghidorah, or I think it's just called King Ghidorah.
Right.
But Mecha King Ghidorah was in that. Everyone's like, oh yeah, but it's kind of a cyborg Ghidorah.
It is, yes.
You know, it's not fully robotic.
Right.
So in 1982, the designer of Gundam for TV Magazine did a completely 100% robotic version of Ghidorah. So that's what I modeled and 3D printed.
Oh, that's great.
So Tom, I've been seeing stuff that you've been making. I guess on it's been going to Facebook, but you do a lot of stuff on Instagram, and then you've been doing these video things and stuff.
Well, I'm going to be at DesignerCon in this very building, which is June 20th and 21st. You know, DCon started in Pasadena, and then it went to Anaheim, and then it moved to Vegas in the past couple years. And there's kind of been mixed response to it in Vegas. I didn't go when it was out there, but it's returning to Pasadena where it started. Saturday is already sold out. Sunday is mostly sold out. It's going to be a big show, and I will have a table there.
Now, so what are you going to be selling or displaying?
Sure. So I make a comic book, my robot comic book, which you guys have all seen, Jumbo Titan X. I will have a vinyl toy, which I've been selling of Jumbo Titan X, but I've also made, here I have
4 for us.
Oh my gosh!
It's an unveiling.
Exclusive to
He's digging into the
DesignerCon.
bag. Exclusive
To DesignerCon, limited to 25 pieces.
Okay.
Is a glow-in-the-dark version of Jumbo Titan.
Whoa! Look
Wow.
at this.
What you meant was 21 pieces.
Yeah.
4 going to us.
Tom, this is so
That's
cool.
awesome. I love that. I love it.
Well done. Like I got the parts recently, but I've been slaving away. So it's not going to be like, oh, I'm going to miss the deadline and not get production done. I've been my own sweatshop for the past couple of weeks.
You've been doing this yourself? Can't she do something?
She's busy. You know, she's
I'm graduating from school at the end of this year.
That is important.
And what is she's name?
Miranda.
Thank you.
See? See, you thought I forgot.
People can change.
You know, and I love this woman.
And
I love her.
Miranda's
Whoever you are.
No. I know.
What's in a name?
No, I love her. We talk Godzilla
Miranda's
stuff.
got great fashion sense. We saw her here before, and she was wearing this great Mothra jacket.
Yes,
And
I
today
was.
you're wearing an amazing.
I am. Yes.
I love that shirt. So you got the Japanese Spider-Man. You've
Yep.
got Kakaida.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Kamen Rider, of course. Ultraman and Jet Jaguar.
Yep.
That's an amazing shirt.
Great
That's
shirt.
that's the big pantheon of
I love it.
Japanese
I
pop culture
so
stuff.
fucking love it.
But they're not all the same.
Studio, no.
Studio.
No.
No.
That's what makes it a
we're
great
crossing.
Yeah, we got a little
boundaries.
Subaru, a little Toei.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I will boast again, when we were in Japan in 2024, we did go to Blue Box House. We tracked it down where Jet Jaguar was born.
Exterior set that they use in the movie.
Yes, you went there?
Yeah. We went there in person. We had a little Jet Jaguar like figurine.
Did you get your photo? Did you get your photo taken?
Yeah.
I am so jealous.
Was there a dolphin paddle boat outside, by the
No.
way?
Unfortunately,
why don't they
not.
do that?
I
Where
know.
where is
Full
that,
size.
Tom? You know people. Can you find out where that is?
Where the lake was?
No, not the lake. The paddle boat.
Oh,
paddle
the prop?
Yes. Oh
The
gosh,
vehicle.
Miranda is showing me a picture. Show Matt. Is showing a picture
There
of
it
where
is.
Jet
Wow.
Jaguar was made. Well, in the movie, in the toy house, basically.
Yeah. No, it looks the same since that's the same like staircase that they walk out of in the movie. So
The Godzilla versus Megalon
Yes.
house.
Now, are you guys fans of Godzilla versus Megalon as much as I am?
I love it.
Well, for various reasons, yes. Maybe I wasn't a fan when it first came out.
Yes, you were watching Woody Allen. I
I,
guess.
I love it. I love it.
Me too.
I love,
Thank you, Matt.
I love
Thank you.
Megalon. I love Jet Jaguar.
Yep.
And I love the totally ridiculous relationship that all those characters have with each other.
Yeah.
yeah.
But we talked about this earlier. Someone had a shirt. And they didn't realize that Super 7 made action figures of Jet Jaguar and Godzilla shaking hands. Do you know, Miranda, that moment almost brought a tear to my eye. When Godzilla's going...
That scares me.
And when they're shaking...
I actually recreated that iconic moment with action figures that I have.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh. Now she's getting out her phone.
I know
And she's...
it's not conducive to the
is great for
podcast
podcasts.
outlet. Yeah, no.
You know, but we just have to go with the
With
flow.
our powers of description.
They're-
Are so
Oh my gosh! So Miranda is showing us this
Nice.
neat,
Nice.
the shaking hand moment, which it is such a wonderful, happy moment.
It's totally absurd that you're
Yeah.
shaking the hand of a robot that has really no feelings or
Or does
Does
though?
he?
no he does not.
He
No,
holds up a
he
thumbs
does
up.
not have feelings.
What's wrong with
Matt,
you?
Matt, if Jet Jaguar can program himself to become giant, why can he program himself to
that
suddenly
I
have
bought.
emotion?
I would argue that it's more ridiculous for Godzilla to be shaking hands with anything.
Well, Tom, what's your view?
Yeah, Tom.
I like Isaac Asimov's take on Jet Jaguar with the rules of robotics.
Ah,
And maybe that's why he was shaking hands, because he didn't want to cause harm. Or,
right.
and harm can be like, I
Water
want to
sharing?
be hospitable.
So Tom is feverishly going through his phone to find an image here.
Godzilla fan, do you recognize this?
Okay, show the guys.
Oh, wow.
He's showing us a red and
red
yellow
robot.
Yeah.
robot figure.
Is that looks like something from one of your comics.
It's no, well, the orange one is, but the red one is Red Ronin from the Godzilla Marvel comic from the 70s.
Is that an official
Herb
toy?
Trimpe. What?
Is that an official toy or some customized thing?
That's my print.
Wow.
Oh, awesome.
My gosh,
That's great.
look what he's making.
And you guys, I've heard you talk about Battle of the Planets and got.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Battle plants.
Okay, do you remember the first episode where they are trapped inside the Turtle King and they get caught as they're trying to leave? Here, once you see it, you'll recognize it.
So show the guys. So he's got it on his phone.
Yeah, like some
that's
weird.
great.
Yeah.
That's how I want my front door to work.
It's like a weird contraption that opens and
It's like
closes.
a camera aperture.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right. Camera
Okay.
aperture.
Wow.
And iris is open, but like the God Phoenix gets stuck in it, and they have to turn into the fiery Phoenix in
Of
order
course,
to escape
of
its
course.
clutches.
Makes
Which
perfect
one's
sense.
one does.
I want to See if you guys can guess. I made a little video as part of a project for my school. It's a reference to something that they actually have here. I want to see if you can recognize it.
Okay, show the guys.
Okay. Oh, I know what that is.
sure.
So Miranda's showing us
So
a
Miranda
video.
has recreated a moment from the Twilight Zone movie.
Yes, the movie
the Joe
version with the
Dante
rabbit.
segment. My
You
least
made this?
my least favorite
I did.
segment of that movie.
But that stuff is
But
great.
the monster's cool.
cartoon monsters.
Yeah.
Yes,
because
but-
it's recreating it's a remake of It's a Good
It's a
Life.
Good
Yeah,
Life.
Well,
yeah,
that's
where the
the
kid has powers.
Yeah.
But that's the problem, is taking that genuinely terrifying, disturbing episode of Twilight Zone and making
Yeah.
it into goofy and
little
wacky
goofy.
and silly and self-referential.
Can I just say, though, Miranda, I've been wanting to tell you this.
Okay.
Speaking of artwork, so you know how much I love your artwork.
Yes.
So
As we all do.
the rondos were just happening,
Oh.
and there was a section where I could write in my favorite fan artist, and I wrote you in.
Oh, thank you.
We got an email asking us to vote for you on some podcast awards, which we did. How did that go? Confirmation email. My vote was counted.
Well, my
Thank
friend,
you so much,
let me-
because I think you put us over the top.
Yeah.
yes,
Don't we say that to everybody
Miranda,
who
did you
voted?
vote?
I think we both voted, didn't
Yeah.
we? Yeah.
Okay.
Were there hanging chads in this one?
No,
No
hanging chats, but thanks to you and to...
How do you know that's what I call it?
Well, thanks to you guys and to millions of other people who voted for
Millions?
us. Well, okay,
Millions.
millions who voted for us. We are the winners of Best Podcast at the Rondo.
We had the exact number of people who voted matches the threads in our cap.
So, speaking of popularity contests, I want to get you. We've only been here for for a few hours. You
Okay.
guys have been here. You're more settled in,
Right.
lay of the land. I like to take a popularity contest each year at Monsterpalooza as to whose image is bigger, Jason or Michael. And a few years ago, Michael seemed to be crushing in terms of cosplay, in terms of shirts. But this year, I got to say, I'm seeing more Jason than Michael.
That could be because Kane Hodder is here signing
Oh, there you
autographs.
go.
Yeah.
There you
He's
go.
right outside.
And also, it's been for a number of years, but now there's a new kid on the block, and it's the Terrifier, because I'm seeing so many
That's the
Terrifiers
one,
around.
yeah.
Art
Yeah.
the Clown is everywhere
the
this
Clown.
year.
He's
It may not be my cup of tea, but there are a lot of people out there that love it.
But also, Kane Hodder is huge. He's great with conventions and with fans. And he's here signing.
He's great with the kids.
But you know what I don't see is I never see a Jason X costume.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple. You're right. It's
Really?
not a lot, but I have seen it
Yeah.
before.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because you know what I have, and I think it's Ruby's. Ruby's made this, is like a just off the rack costume of Jason X.
Really?
And I found it was of course, it was in the discount area of some Halloween shop.
My-
But I was like, oh, I must have this.
My favorite cosplay that I've seen at Monsterpalooza, it just blew me away, was someone did a perfect Mechanic Kong from King
Oh
Kong
my
Escapes.
God,
Really?
And they had King Kong's head ripped from its spine.
Oh, that's awesome.
bloody.
Fully decapitated.
Like the
And they
Predator
were
or
playing, the
something.
music was built into the suit. It was
Wow.
incredible.
Really? Wow.
That's
awesome.
elaborate.
That's great.
And I want to give a plug to the Gardena Cinema. I don't know if you guys have gone, but it's beautiful.
No.
And they just showed King Kong Escapes there.
Really
And
wonderful print.
Oh, I'd
like
love
the
to see that.
quality
I'd love
was
to see the big screen.
it was broadcast digital.
digital.
And it was so gorgeous. I got to say, Tarantino was wrong only showing stuff on film at his theater, because we did a weekend, we did that, and we did Time Masters.
Yeah, Time Master.
Time Masters at the Vidiot's Theater, and both were projected digitally, but I'm not used to knowing that something is being projected digitally and looking that good for stuff that I'm not used to seeing look that good.
Right, yeah.
I think
name
you should
did
go
we
back
see?
and forth. I
Yeah.
think,
Yeah,
you
it
should
depends
have
on
the
the
choice.
movie, I think, too.
Whose name did we see at Vidiot's? Board.
Dana Gould.
Oh, nice.
Of course,
Nice.
of course.
Is a
my Lord and Master.
How's you fill us in. How's Dr. Z doing? It seems like it's picking up steam.
Oh, it's
and
doing great. They
Yeah,
just
yeah.
did a thing for Netflix where it was a live performance with.
Netflix is a joke.
Yeah, that's correct. Yes,
yeah.
it was part of that series, and so he did a show, and it was with Greg Proops. He always has Blaine Capatch, who I love. and Will
Those
Ferrell.
are big comedians for us older folks.
Yeah, no, I'm well aware. I was born in the wrong generation.
And it was so great. And it was one of the things that I love too is like, Will Ferrell is a very sharp comedic actor, very quick on his feet. But Dana is a monster, and especially when he's in character, he's like fully formed jokes that he can just drop.
He's incredible.
Yes,
I mean,
smells blood. He'll keep going.
Yes,
yes, and you could see Will Ferrell kind of like, oh, I gotta pay attention.
I'll tell you, I saw clips not from that show. It wasn't filmed in the same professionalism, but he showed clips with Bill Hader at
who was losing it the entire time.
Who could not keep his composure because Dana was just so funny.
Yes,
he lost it. I mean, it's just like you'd think Bill Hader I got to be funny here, and he was just like all he wanted to do was clap at how funny Dana Gould is.
And there was another guest that he had, Andy Daly, playing L. Ron Hubbard.
Yes, yeah,
and
I have seen that. That's great.
Was oh my god, it was one of the funniest shows I've seen in ages.
And here's the thing, Dana Gould's so funny. Dr. Z is so great. My favorite stuff that he does might be the captions for the outdated photos where he's telling these made-up Hollywood history things.
He's
that go
great
into
at that.
such detail. They're so rich and
he knows that character very well.
Just
now.
the writing, it's just well, you don't get his great performance and timing in that block of text.
Sure.
But you're still just slapping your knee at how clever and inventive it is.
Great stuff. So no, he's doing great, and I really do feel like I was hoping because it was Netflix that maybe they were picking up Dr. Z as a show. He said that wasn't the case, but that should happen eventually.
Some point.
It's just we've gone to what's the name of the theater? The Rita Hayworth, where he does the shows. He does live shows.
Was it Vista or not the Vista?
Not the Vista. It's on Wilshire, right? I saw you there.
Right,
at a show.
I'm blanking.
I can't remember the name of the theater, but we went and Miranda, me, and you were the youngest people there.
That's true. That's true.
Dr. Z, not 6'7".
But I think if you made that, because now obviously there is a place for a new talk show host.
Yeah.
And if he started to bring in some of the guests that the kids love, it could be a way to introduce this generation to Planet of the Apes and
old school stuff.
Yeah, and get some new monster kids going.
And it's just the whole show. Forget that he's dressed up as Dr. Zayas.
Yes.
He is doing such inside references to old-timey talk shows.
Oh,
that, if you grew up on Johnny Carson.
Yeah, Mike Douglas.
is really meaningful to you.
Yeah.
But it's got a omega effect.
But when you hear it coming from an orangutan, for some reason it's a little bit more humorous.
It's one more level of hilarious.
And
he had a joke, and again, I knew it was just right off the top of his head, where they were talking about Jeff Bezos, and he said, Jeff Bezos looks like Patrick Stewart looking at himself in a puddle.
What was the Herzog thing that he said?
Oh, yeah. He was doing the Werner Herzog impersonation where they were talking about Pringles, I think. Yeah, where Bill Hader was there as well. And the line is, looking into a Pringles bag is like looking into the eyes of an angel who's gone insane.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
So you were talking about Joe Dante before in the segment from the Twilight Zone. I was trying to be a good father, and I was showing Miranda The Howling, which I love.
Love The Howling.
And I've
never seen it before.
I had forgotten how many cameos are in The Howling.
Absolutely.
I mean, you've got Roger Corman shows up. He's waiting outside the phone booth.
Yep.
And
Forrest
I believe
Ackerman.
I forgot that Forrest J. Ackerman was in it.
Yeah.
So I'm watching it, and they're in the bookstore, and I'm like, oh, wow, that's Forrest J. Ackerman.
And Dick Miller's the guy in the bookstore.
Oh, well, sure.
Yeah.
And then John Sayles is in the mortician's office
That's
who wrote
right.
the screenplay.
That's right.
But she goes, who's Forrest J. Ackerman?
No. Miranda.
No, I know all the old references except that. I was very ashamed.
Oh, I feel so old now.
Her name is Amanda. Please.
Miranda. What did I say?
I'm kidding.
Well, look, you guys keep me on my toes. You try and correct me. I remember I was a guest on this podcast here, and it came up that Miranda had not seen the green slime, and I did remedy that.
Good,
We did see it in a theater.
He's not a bad parent.
No, we never. We never look.
It was great.
We've known you guys for a while, and we know he's a good guy because he raised you right. You like a lot of the same things we like, but you don't know Forrest J. Ackerman.
King
so now
Kong
I'm
Escapes.
questioning.
Yeah, King Kong Escapes
by
is
the
one of
way-
my favorite films.
One of my most prized possessions is a rolled 2-sheet movie poster of King Kong Escapes.
Ooh.
What country? From the U.S.?
From
or?
the U.S.
Yeah.
That
Oh, wow.
beautiful artwork.
Isn't it autographed?
It's
Matt?
yeah.
Linda Miller.
Akira Takarada, Linda Miller.
The
and,
late Akira.
Yes, and Hiro Nakajima.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
No, I actually am on the same level of that because I did a drawing of Godzilla and Haruo Nakajima signed that.
No.
Nice.
We saw him, I think, here at Monsterpalooza one
Nice.
year, right? Yeah,
You're
a
gonna
long
get
time
that.
ago.
You're gonna get that Rondo next year. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I have anything
Thank
to
you.
say about it.
Here, well, if you're talking about fan art, I'll show you this, but we just got something else signed by someone who's here.
Oh, Miranda is ripping out the phone to
Okay.
show us some photos.
Oh,
So
look at
Paul Williams is here. So I drew Phantom of the Paradise, Bugsy Malone, Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas, and Daft Punk.
Oh my gosh, that's
And I gave it
awesome.
to him, and he also signed this.
No.
We have that.
That's
Okay,
an original
what-
have that one.
Metacom,
This Phantom of
Phantom of the Paradise.
Courtesy of my
figure.
dad, yeah.
Beautiful.
That's awesome. What? I mean,
That is
the guy's
beautiful.
a legend.
Yeah, he's incredible.
I mean, Rainbow Connection. So why are there so many?
Okay, stop.
Okay.
Stop.
But how's that for old references?
Yeah,
Phantom of the
that's great.
Paradise, some-
That's true.
The lefty, I didn't realize.
Oh, cool.
We met him at a special Creature Features. Taylor White was doing a screening.
40th anniversary cast and crew screening.
Yeah, and we were able to walk up to him and
Him and Jessica Harper.
Yeah,
They're
Jessica
just
Harper.
hanging out right there. Yeah.
Nice.
and
nice.
they couldn't have been nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Jessica Harper, man. She's a legend on both levels because she's in Phantom of the Paradise and Suspiria.
That's
Like,
right.
Come on, 1-2
Can't
punch
go
right
wrong.
there.
Yeah.
And Shock Treatment. Sequel to
And
Rocky
Shock
Horror.
Treatment.
I
And-
forgot about
and
that,
Penny
yeah.
And one of those Gary Shandling shows.
Right.
I mean, every time she opens her mouth, I'm so impressed.
She's-
I'm
Makes
always
me want to
impressed.
get back into singing. I used to sing in high school in a pop rock band, but
Really?
now
You could adapt
it was,
some
it was
Phantom
an
of the
elective.
Paradise song.
Yeah.
What can't you do?
Thank you.
You have been so encouraging to me in this podcast over the years.
Really?
Yes. It's some of the wind in my sails.
Thank you.
The wife is responsible for that too, and some of these posters over here. But I always appreciate you, and I
appreciate
want
you
nothing but
too.
the best for you. And I think that you have so many talents. I think you're going to take the world by storm.
And Miranda, I think, talking to you, we've had so much fun talking to you over the years. And my daughter, it's like people like you, the young kids of today, it makes me feel more optimistic. Don't you guys feel a little more optimistic?
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
Because you're not one of those guys, oh, it's a black and white movie. I don't want to watch
stupid.
Nobody understands me.
it. So, Tom, you did a great job, sir.
Well, thank you. I mean, the other thing, too, is like, as a parent, you've got to realize this is a two-way street. And I think the mistake that a lot of parents make, they're like, oh, I try and introduce my child to the things that I care about, and they just block me out. Well, I'm sure plenty of times parents are dismissive of the passions of their kids.
Sure.
And that really can make the child resentful and not open to, reciprocating and appreciating the passions of the parent. So, she'll come and she'll talk about some YouTuber that I've never heard before.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll always, let's look at this. And if I don't like it, I am going to dissect why I don't like it.
Sure.
But also, there's a big difference between not liking something and being dismissive of it.
Like you don't yell at her like what we do to each other, right? You don't go, oh, that's dumb, or you guys are an idiot. You don't do that.
But also, like, good pop culture is kind of timeless. Like stuff from that we were as tiny little kids expected us. But there's stuff today that is having just as much impact on younger generations, or whatever it is. That's why I like to look at historically, whether it's film, TV, art, or whatever, I mean, it's all there for anybody to enjoy it at any age. You just and
Sure.
you gravitate to whatever you like. But
I mean, it's there's a term that I heard about kids' taste in music now called unstuck in time, because we have access to stuff. I mean, the stuff that's released.
Spotify, they can get any era of song.
yeah, like Billy
And it's-
Pilgrim
and
and
it's easy-
Slaughterhouse 5.
Sure, but it's not like stuff that's being released now with a big marketing campaign
Right.
has that much of an advantage because there's so much content.
Right, you
now.
can access anything from any era. You're right.
So
That's why I have a 60s and 70s playlist that's just all
Right,
old
right.
music, like Donovan and what was the other
Nice.
one? The Tremolos and
Tremolos.
Yes.
What's it? Daydream by the Wallace Collection, I think.
Yeah, I
I'll
mean,
tell you, like here's
That's impressive.
Here's something that like I didn't know about, was just off my radar. Early Scorpions. Like when I was listening to the Scorpions, it's Rock Me You Like a Hurricane,
No,
and
they were
the
much
ballad
harder
song.
in the beginning.
Yeah, and you had that guitarist who left before they were even on my
Michael
radar.
Schenker.
No, before him.
Before him?
Or no, the second one, Uli John Roth.
Oh, okay.
Who has that Sales of Sharon, which I'd never heard before, which like apparently, Shredder's worship.
Right,
And
right.
Kirk Hammett plays it at every Metallica concert.
Nice.
But like, it's great that we live in this era that we can discover not just new stuff, but old stuff.
that is
was
like new to
there.
us.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
with shows like Stranger Things, as much as I'm not really a fan, the fact that they'll use some music, an older song, and then next thing you know, it's a hit again.
Yeah, like the Kate Bush song.
Yeah,
yeah.
And then YouTube. There was a YouTuber who did. There was some obscure artist, and I think he called himself something Rainbow, and he was critically acclaimed at the time, but never sold any albums.
Right.
He's dead, but right now he's having a resurgence just because somebody
Yeah.
used his music in a YouTube video.
And that should be inspiring to people who make any kind of art, because the synchronicity of promotion doesn't need to occur in the way that it did in the past.
Right.
Right.
Where you're just like, hey, this movie is going to come out. It's either going to do well or it's not. We got to promote it now. If we don't capture the zeitgeist, it's a failure, pretty much.
Yeah.
Now, Miranda, I wanted to ask, if someone wanted to see your art, is there a place that they can check out your stuff? Do you do stuff on Instagram or something, or?
Yeah, I do some art posts. It's mainly a personal account, but at some point I'm going to finish up my demo reel for school.
Cool.
So I'm going to make a whole website. So
Nice.
once that's up and running, I'll plug that in as well.
Please, and let us know, because we'd love to let people know about
Yeah,
it.
Love
yeah.
to promote you.
Yay!
And
You guys have an ArtStation page as well.
Yes, no, I'm going to start ramping that up also so I can be like, please hire me.
And Tom, if people want to check out your stuff, where would they go?
You go to Instagram, it's J Machinder, which is short for Jumbo Machinder, which is the toys that I collect.
Nice.
What are those?
We've had whole episodes
3
talking
hours
about
later.
that.
Yes.
And then finally, have you put that fancy Machinder toy on display for everyone to see, or is
No.
it still packed
Just
away?
sitting in the yard.
No.
Well, you do give me a hard time about that.
I'm sorry. I want to. Oh, guys, I love you. I want to see your collection.
What I do, at my work, at my day job, there's like space upstairs that no one uses. So it's basically become my studio.
Oh, nice.
So this is from this morning.
He's looking.
So
at,
he's showing.
us
Oh
a
my
photo
gosh!
of his
Look at these.
phone.
Show the guys. He's showing us a picture. It has
It's a nice
tons of
display.
figures.
These are the things that you're making right now.
Of his
Lots
stuff.
of different
Nice.
robots, and all of this stuff, or a lot of it, will be available at DesignerCon. Okay.
Nice.
Fantastic. Well, guys, it's always a
Awesome.
pleasure to
Good to
see
see you
you.
guys.
Always great to chat with you guys. Miranda, thank you so much. You
Thank
are
you,
awesome.
Miranda.
Tom, you are fantastic. We always love seeing you
Frank.
every year. So,
Podcast, and we vote for it.
Yeah. These are
We're
good
the
people.
OG fans here.
Fuck
We're not
yeah.
posers.
Fuck yeah.
I love having fans like these guys.
Rock you like a hurricane.
Yeah! Monster Party! Matt, you know what I love?
Okay, I know where this is going.
Well, I'm just wait,
Hey, guys! Oh my God! I can't believe you guys are here.
Oh.
Wait a minute. is this the Rondo winning podcast of
yes,
the
it
year?
is.
Because I recognize all of you guys because there's a certain club that walks around with a little bald-headed statuette, and you guys have the same one.
Oh,
right.
For listeners, we are here with David Weiner,
In
who is
Search of
our
Darkness,
good friend,
David
David
Weiner.
Weiner.
director, producer of the amazing documentary.
Our favorite.
Called
In Search of Darkness.
Yes, that's the one.
That's
In
right.
Search of
That's right.
Darkness and In Search of Tomorrow.
That's
Yes,
correct.
that's
That's
right.
correct.
Yes.
Yeah. You guys
love
are
everything
so
you do.
familiar with my work. I think that's wonderful.
We love it.
But
I myself am familiar with yours.
well, I also remember you as the editor of Famous Monsters magazine.
That's
right.
Who made our dreams come true.
That you did. You made our dreams come true.
That's right. That is a true statement. You guys, listen, you were so welcoming back in the day, and I really got to know your podcast as well as you guys and the circuit that we kind of cross paths in.
Yes, right.
But I knew you guys were the real deal, the cat's meow, the genuine article. And I was just like, I'm going to listen to more of this podcast because you guys have amazing, not only chemistry, but knowledge. You guys know what the hell you guys are talking about.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
Well, I have a little, I know a person who knew a person who knew a person who knew Forey Ackerman. And I thought, hey, why not put these guys in Famous Monsters magazine and spotlight their podcast? And we were at Comic-Con when
that's
I
right.
first showed you
That's
that.
right.
Right? Did I show it to you?
The physical
You showed it to me.
Yes.
Because you go, have you looked inside? And I go, because I had the issue.
Showed it to me too.
Well, yes, but you see, the difference is he was like about ready to go on the stage. He had all kinds of things to think about, but he spent a moment to tell me, Larry, did you look inside the issue? And I said, oh, no, I didn't, but I have it. He goes, opens it up, and then I see that I'm in there. Well, my picture
we
was
are in there.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, the fucking prism.
We know where
you see life through.
Yeah, but our picture was in a Famous Monsters magazine, and I was just blown away.
Yeah, well, he's reliving the moment because it was such a... Listen, there's the before and the after of some of these things that are pivotal in our lives, right?
Yeah, no, I can't leave the house
I mean, I
anymore.
knew you guys
on.
before the Rondo Award. Now they just had to fend off crowds to
Oh,
get
yeah,
through.
of course.
That's
Yes.
right.
But
yeah.
look, since then you've moved on and you've become this big director and producer. And I know, are you working on something right now?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I'm so glad you asked because as we speak, I am getting ready to launch In Search of Darkness 70s, the pre-order.
Yeah.
So if you go to insearchofdarkness.com, all through June, you can pre-order, get your name in the credits, and find out all sorts of stuff.
My favorite decade of cinema horror, as you know, set the 70s.
Sean, we've got to get our names in this.
Yes. No, yeah, I mean, the 70s, I love all genres, all eras of horror cinema, but the 70s
But that's
especially.
the one that you connect to the most.
Yes. Yeah,
right?
I just
It's
love it.
closest to your heart. Tell me why.
When you have movies, like Let's Scare Jessica to Death, movies that you cannot replicate today or even in the 80s. Like, there's just something about the 70s, that kind of bleak.
Where something could end downbeat.
Yeah,
and you were
but
okay with
gritty
it.
and-
Right. It was just normal storytelling. You did not expect a happy ending, and it could be
Right.
very gritty.
Yeah.
Yes.
And but it was also incredibly cinematic decade. I mean,
Right.
some
Yes.
amazing stuff. And if you think about who came out of this decade, I'll name drop a couple people like Cronenberg, Joe Dante,
Carpenter.
John Carpenter, or George Romero,
De Palma.
De Palma,
and making horror.
Williams is here.
Making horror without a lot of advanced technology with effects and stuff too. You relied on
Yeah.
storytelling and acting, and
Craft.
Yeah,
and it was effects where back in the day you didn't have to say and practical effects. No, they were just just the effects in the movies.
Right.
And to have a kindred spirit, how many times have you been sitting in the park and going, let's scare Jessica to death?
All right, exactly. I think about these things often.
Yeah, but I can't
because
wait.
I'm an exorcist.
Can I ask? Do you guys know yet how you're tackling the decade as far? Because like in the '90s, with the '80s you did like 3 different movies. For the '90s you did like 2 parts. How are you tackling the decade of the '70s with the In Search of films?
We're going to go back to sort of the thing that we started with the '80s, where we're going to do the entire decade, so 1970 to 1979. We're not going to do it in 2 parts this time.
Okay.
So it'll be one long go. as the completist, that I am, there's no way in hell that I can include everything. So if this does well and people are responsive to it, we just get to go again, ideally.
So this will be 6 hours.
Yeah, well, I was going to say this will be 12 hours. I'm hoping.
Well, I've done.
You can do it. I just see us all in our sleeping bags.
Yeah.
Watching
at David's house.
The work I've done so far, if you press play now, you could come back in about 26 hours and it'll finally finish up.
I know.
Yeah,
right.
it's true.
So
That's
you must take speed to watch my movies.
All right.
No,
you
don't
must.
do drugs, kids.
Now look, I know that
Unless it's Blue Sunshine.
you love us. You love us. You love our podcast. But I understand that you've also done some other podcasts.
Wait a
right?
minute. There are other podcasts?
Listen. I have strayed. I have strayed here and there.
We forgive you.
Please forgive me. But what's really cool about being able to talk about In Search of Darkness, InSearchOfDarkness.com. Go there right now until the end of June. It's really cool because I get to talk to a lot of horror fans. And there are two particular horror fans who really sort of singled me out, who I thought were very, very cool. And their names are Bonnie and there's Samantha. And they have, and they have the coolest podcast, and they will talk about it because they're right here with me.
Oh, hey!
All right, welcome.
It's Bonnie and Samantha.
Bonnie and Samantha.
Just appeared.
And so,
He summoned us.
so what is the name of the podcast?
Horror Nerd, no W, just Horror Nerd. No W for this one, yeah. Horror Nerds Podcast, which is an offshoot of a show that I started almost 5 years ago out of the Hollywood Improv. It's an all horror-themed stand-up comedy show.
No, comedy. You would like this.
Awesome.
That's where I
You're
know
Mr.
you from.
Comedy.
You're Mr.
Really?
Dana Gould.
Yes!
Yes,
Oh, sorry, I got
I
excited.
think we were just talking on the computer machine.
Yeah,
Yes.
I love Dana. He's one of my favorite people.
Oh, he's my Lord and
We're in a
Master.
group chat and we just send each other dumb horror stuff all day long, and he's the funniest person on the planet. Next to you guys.
No.
No,
He
it's
is the
okay,
funniest
it's
person
okay.
on the planet.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah, so naturally we thought podcast. You get kicked out of Los Angeles if you don't have one.
Podcast, yeah.
Right.
So what are the kind of fun things you do? Do you like pick a film and just joke
what's
about-
your
what is
approach for your podcast?
What is your thing?
What's our thing? We're hot, we're funny, we're traumatized.
I like it.
And honest, very, very honest. Yeah, I mean, as much as we love the movie review podcast, that's amazing and wonderful, we tried to be like, okay, well, we're just a couple of nerds who our dads let us see scary movies and we were way too young. We're trauma bonded forever.
Yep.
So why don't we talk about how this affects our daily lives and make it kind of like an SNL version? We have sketches, fake commercials.
Oh, nice.
You have sketches?
So,
Michael Myers talks on our podcast.
Wow.
Nice,
Yeah.
Well,
nice.
now I'm in.
Now, is there a particular era of horror that you like, or typical like subgenre of the horror that you're into mostly?
We have to answer this very carefully because David is right there. He's ready. He's like, you better.
No. He can go with the flow. He likes all of it, you know. But
All
we
God's
want to know what
creatures.
you like.
We like. Ooh, I'm a big fan of 90s horror. That's a lot of what I grew up with.
Okay,
That's
okay.
probably my go-to.
Sure.
Okay.
I love a good slasher. I love possession type stuff.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
love ghosts. Like the scarier the better when it's
Right.
somebody's possessed or like a little creepy kid is like, Mommy,
Creepy
I
kids.
see ghosts. And you're like,
Nice,
yeah,
nice.
cool. I'm into that. Yeah.
Cool.
But what about you?
I know that we're doing In Search of Darkness, a 70s anthology coming up, but I have to go 70s. Honestly, I really do. I'm kind of going
Yeah, I hear you.
backwards in time. No, it's true, but like I'm just going back in time. I don't know. Like I just recently fell in love with Stevie Nicks. Even that's all I listen to now. I'm going back in time.
It's a solid choice, though. The 70s.
Yeah.
You're safe with that.
It's the era of The Exorcist.
The era of
right.
The Exorcist. I mean, how do you guys feel about The Exorcist?
Well, I watched The Exorcist when I was 10, and I was a
Wow.
little booger. I'd already seen everything, so I was like, "Get to the pea soup." Like it didn't scare me initially
Sure.
because I was just a kid that wanted the cool stuff. I rewatched it as an adult, and I thought, "Oh my God, this is iconic. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's incredible." And I love Linda Blair. I almost adopted a dog. From long story short, she's hilarious and wonderful, and I love all the rescue work she's doing with pit bulls, which is
Yes.
Nice.
Do you guys ever wonder, where were these girls when we were growing up?
Absolutely.
I always say
she's
that.
saying, get to the pea soup. I was like crawling. I had a pillow over my head at that point.
Well, now you were
Yeah.
talking about creepy kids and ghosts. I don't know if you've ever seen the film The Innocents.
Ooh.
It's a 60s film.
Yep.
Deborah Carr.
Peter Wingard.
Black and white.
Based
I hope that
on-
doesn't turn you off. Black and white.
My favorite horror movie is in black and white. It's the colorized version is out now, but I don't believe in
What's
that.
the movie?
The Last Man on Earth with Vincent Price.
Fantastic.
The best.
Fantastic.
I love
film.
it. I'm going to go with Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein.
There you go. Two
Me.
excellent choices.
Yeah. Ghost and Mr. Chicken?
Yes. We just talked about that with Dana.
Yes,
Nice.
I was like, I would love to see Don Knotts be afraid of stuff. That sounds great.
Yeah.
You've heard his bit about Don Knotts as the obscene phone caller?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Actually, last time Dana did Horror Nerd at the Improv, he did this 15-minute chunk on the origins of Dracula, and it was one of the funniest things. I'm like, how do you make one film hysterical for 15 minutes?
I know. He has a gift.
You be Dana.
Yeah.
That's
Basically.
awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I got him and myself a custom Luther Heggs action figure that somebody made.
That's so cool.
And now, now I can die peacefully.
Yeah. That's all it takes?
That's it.
It wasn't
That's all I
meeting
needed.
us. It wasn't meeting us. It was just that. I understand that.
Well, now everything is gravy. So, yeah.
So let me ask you guys. So you said you do skits, but is it a podcast? Is it all audio, or is it like a visual thing, like on YouTube?
It's a great question. So because we're in this modern world of social media, we do like to put out the visuals on YouTube and on Instagram, of course. I mean, the meat is in the audio, right? We're a podcast. But we like to do, I think probably the favorite sketch that we ever did was Strode Realty, where we had different, Jack Torrance was trying to sell a hotel. So we
That's
have all,
great.
because Bonnie's an amazing voiceover actor. And so
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
So she is an incredible stable of actors that we're able to use and do crazy voices with. Like the Penny Saver with Pennywise.
No, you do Pennywise?
I don't do Pennywise. If I could do a male voice, I would be freaking rich. I would be so wealthy if I could play a male. But I can play little boys up to about age 12.
Me
then
too.
age out.
That's
Do the little
that's where
boy
we come
creepy
together.
voice. It's the best.
What do you want me to say, Samantha? It's too scary here. I got to go home.
Nice.
Very good.
Just for you, Sam. Now tell a joke. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
That's how that feels, Samantha. You're about to witness our breakup live on this podcast.
So is it just you two, or do you bring in like celebrities or funny other people, on your show?
Well,
Like David Weiner,
David
possibly?
Weiner?
Yeah.
Wait, is he funny?
David
Yeah,
Weiner.
actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh.
I think he was. What did you
He's
say,
been on our
David? You're
show a
like
million times. Come on.
Did you find him like? Oh,
Yes, I find him
I'm
funny.
standing right here.
But I didn't think of David as being like a funny guy, like doing like
wacky
characters
man,
and
David
stuff.
I
Weiner.
think we're just two goofballs.
We
so
bring that out of
we
them,
bring it
yeah.
out of people. Like there's no wrong on our podcast.
Everybody has a
You're
different
saying,
flavor
but
of
wait a
comedy.
minute, he's not funny at all when he's with us.
Well, I'm you
I'm pretty clippy with you guys,
Yes,
but it's a
hell
different
yeah.
vibe. It's
Of
a different
course you
vibe.
are.
No,
Yes.
I find him hilarious.
Well,
And-
I guess I'm wrong.
No,
then.
because you blank out. You
No.
just like it's like what dogs hear.
Okay, but the point that the ladies are trying to make is that they brought David Weiner on, and he's a funny guy.
We have comedy in the name of our podcast, so it's got to be funny. Yeah.
That's right.
But we've had some pretty amazing people. I mean, like Christopher Young was one of our favorite, the composer from Hellraiser.
yeah.
Just,
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
that's great.
The sweetest. No offense. He was the sweetest. Yeah. Sorry, David.
yeah. So we try to get anything horror related. Hop on over.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna subscribe.
Yes.
Please
Oh,
do.
yes.
You can find us everywhere. We just went to video format for season 2 on YouTube. So we're
Right.
over there
Great.
now, so you can look at us while we talk and we
And
laugh.
again, the name of your podcast?
The Horror Nerds Podcast or
All
Horror
right.
Nerds Comedy Podcast. We have the URL for both.
Right.
Nice.
And also, if you want to see a visual, so my hour special, it's all horror themed comedy. It's basically about my origins of how I fell in love with it and stories of even meeting my favorite celebrity actors and just me being a weirdo. It's
Great.
called Samantha Hale Horror Nerd. It's on Amazon and Apple TV.
Nice.
Well, I wish
Awesome.
you guys much success.
Yes.
And you gotta keep going because maybe one day you might get the Rondo for a best podcast.
Now we have a goal to aspire to.
That's right.
You guys
That's
are
right.
goals. This setup
This
is
is amazing.
iconic, amazing. This is the goal for us.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
definitely.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, guys, for being on the show.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Look
huh?
forward to listening.
Much everybody.
Horror
We're
nerd.
all horror nerds now.
Yeah. Horror nerd unite.
This is Mr. Lobo.
Mr. Lobo.
Yeah.
Mr. Lobo.
Insomnia with Monster Party.
Monster Party.
Winners of the Rondo Award.
Yes.
I heard they're having a recount though.
No. There's no.
Ain't it always the way?
No, there was no recount.
Okay, all right. Well, good. It's yours now, right?
Yes.
They have to come take it from you.
Well, the busts
4
are
years
being
later, they're
signed.
going to dispute
being
this.
engraved at this moment.
Possession is 9/10 of the law.
That's right.
But we're so excited to see you.
Yes.
No, I'm so excited to see you.
Really?
Yeah.
We are big fans.
We are
huge fans.
Yeah, but you've got a lot going on. I mean, don't you
We
have?
always
You have
do.
like a booth over there.
25th. This is our 25th anniversary road show. Aaron and I have been driving across the country. We're here at Monsterpalooza. We're in Hall C, running the broadcast booth for the Monster Channel.
Nice.
We're interviewing folks and selling merchandise and all stuff. And then we're premiering a new piece of merch here, the Tiki Mug.
Oh, where's the Tiki Mug? Where is it? Where is it? Where's the Tiki Mug?
We'll have to go over and see it.
It's so cool.
Pretend there's a picture of the Tiki Mug.
And who made
this?
More Monsters.
Jim Moore.
Jim Moore. We love him.
There you go.
Amazing. Yeah, he said to send his love.
Oh,
and
great.
I think
Awesome.
You guys are awesome.
He at one point gave us each personalized Zardoz head tiki mugs.
Wow, I'm jealous.
That's love.
I love the Zardoz.
Thank you very much.
I like the movie too.
Yes.
But you see, what Jim Moore did is he made a tiki that looks like Mr. Lobo here.
They did make a tiki that looks like Mr. Lobo, and basically, I interviewed him 2 years ago on Cinema Insomnia.
Nice.
And I saw all of his amazing creatures, amazing movie monsters that he does as tiki mugs, and I'm like, oh my God, Jim, these are amazing. And then he's like, well, I'm a fan of Cinema Insomnia, and I'm like, well, I would really love to talk about what it would take to get a tiki mug made. And we started talking about it, and I did a sketch of like the Easter Island monument with my glasses and my goatee.
Nice.
And I sent that drawing to him, and then he said, well, let me sculpt it out in clay. And then he sculpted out, and he did some things that I wouldn't have thought of. He put spirals, like hypnotic spirals in my eye.
Nice.
And then on the back of it, he put the hypnotic eye, like the logo from the show, the hypnotic eye on the back. And it just looks so gorgeous. And so he originally wanted to paint them like, just paint them in full color. And I said, no, I really want it to be like a monochrome. So I in my brain, I was imagining like classic tiki mid-century, that weird green, that weird sort of sage green. So I said I'd like to see it like that. So he made one like that, which they're beautiful. It's exactly what I had envisioned. And then he pitched like, I want to do another one that's like a stone one. So it has like the moss growing at the bottom,
Great.
brown coming down, stains on it. And so there's two versions. There's one with like a patina, like a stone patina, and then one that looks like the green with sort of a black wash. It's beautiful. They're both beautiful.
Nice.
I'm really excited.
Well, see, that's how you know you made it, because you have a tiki mug made after you.
That's right.
I don't. Do we have a tiki mug? No.
No, not yet.
Gooly
Not
have
yet.
a tiki mug? Probably. Probably. But it's an elite group.
Yes.
Because I'm
This is
thinking
true.
Elvira probably does. I've never seen it, but she probably does.
Right.
Svengoolie probably does.
Right.
But what I think that people fail to recognize is that monster people are tiki people.
Yes.
Oh,
yes. Yes.
The Venn diagram of that is almost overlaps completely.
Yes.
So, I was really happy to do something because I've been wanting to do something for that community. And, we've had a few episodes that have sort of been tiki themed. And, the show kind of has an easygoing kind of style to it.
Easygoing.
Yes.
Easygoing. It's easy. It's sort of like a slumber party,
Well, you tap into that classic horror host vibe. You're keeping that alive, and that's absolutely. We as monster kids, we grew up watching horror films and sci-fi movies, often with our companions being these classic horror hosts.
And I always feel like you are the rightful heir to Creature Features, to Bob Wilkins and John Stanley.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
Bob was the absolute best. He was a cool guy you'd want to watch a movie with on a Saturday night.
Yes.
And what was great about it, he was so unassuming.
Yes.
He was there 100% for the fans. And I think that one of the things like Bob, I had a discussion about this today because we did the Bob Wilkins special. That was one of the very first, the first Halloween special I did was with Bob Wilkins. How that happened is that, I had met Bob. I wrote for a magazine called Planet X, and we met Bob Wilkins, who was being featured in the magazine, and then we did like a live show and a few live shows to promote the magazine, where we would show like It Came from Outer Space or whatever, and Hardware Wars and
classics,
Lost in Space reruns and Speed Racer, and Bob would host these things, and I would write material for Bob.
Nice.
So I made a bunch of like fake VHS covers. Would be like, Godzilla on Gilligan's Island, and Three Godzillas and a Baby, and Godzilla versus Viagra, Godzilla versus Angora. So I made these things for Bob, and I would do, fake TV guide where he would, he used to read the TV guide and tell you like the better thing that was on the other channel.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, well, on CBS, it's Touched by an Uncle. So he would read he would do my material.
That's so awesome.
And Bob, and I was in my Frankenstein mask. I was not trying to be on stage, and Bob would always make me take off that Frankenstein mask. He would always say, Mr. Lobo wrote this material, blah, blah, blah.
He encouraged you.
He encouraged me. And I remember I had just presented him with a bunch of props, and I'm sitting there, and Bob says, you should sit out in a chair and host movies. And I said, well, Bob, they don't really do that anymore. This is about like when we were kids and, watching you on creature features. And he said, there's always... getting choked up. It's cyclic.
Yeah.
You could be on another wave of horror movie hosts. And I was not ready to hear that at that time, I got a lot of gentle encouragement from Bob, and it turned out that I worked at a TV station, an ABC affiliate in Sacramento. They had an overnight movie that ran 25 minutes short. So we had 25 minutes to kill Saturday night. And with Bob's encouragement, I created the format of Cinema Insomnia. And so for our first Halloween special, took me a while to get back to that, he said, hey, I want to come and be on the show. So Bob lived in Reno at this point. And I'm like, Bob, you're not just going to come down here and drop in on the show. And then his wife calls me back after and goes, no, he's serious. He's coming for real. You got to pick him up at the bus station.
Bob Wilkins on the bus.
Isn't that incredible? He always joked about taking the bus. I didn't realize he did that for real. But you see, Bob was a very environmentally minded kind of person. People don't know that side of him. He lobbied hard to have recycling containers put in the BART stations in the 70s when that wasn't even a thing that existed.
Yeah. I did not know that.
I did not either.
He used to keep a full bucket of water in his shower, and he would flush the toilet with the bucket of water instead of using the water in the toilet.
That is something.
He was ahead of his time.
He was very environmentally aware. He would have cans of paint in his trunk, and he would drive around and paint over graffiti.
Wow.
What a
so
guy.
Bob was like a crazy, amazing guy. He loved everyone, and he made everyone feel special. And that was his gift. It took me a while to figure that out because he made me feel really special, But he makes everybody feel special. And that's the job, right? Yeah. So he encouraged so many people. He encouraged me. He shows up from Reno. and so it's like I wanted to make it kind of cool. So I arranged with the Sacramento City Cemetery, got permission to film in the cemetery. And so we had 2 rocking chairs and 2 hosts. And we sat out in the cemetery, and I wrote 11 pages of material that I was going to do with Bob. Yeah. We threw all of 11 pages into the trash, and Bob schooled me on how to improv and do improvisation and taught me something very important, is that the connection between you and your material and how clever you are is the least important part of the show. The most important connection is between you and the audience.
That's right.
And the thing about that is that a horror host is a companion. A host implies a guest. The viewer is the main character, and you are the companion for the viewer.
Right.
Right.
No other show is like that, other than Captain Kangaroo and Mr. Rogers. It's basically a kid show host in a Dracula cave. And so it's really important that you understand who you're there for. I really can't stand it when hosts are like, oh, I guess you couldn't get a date on Saturday night. And I always want to say, yeah, you couldn't get a date Saturday night either, Dr. Spooky Pants.
Yeah.
So I think it's very important that you don't put your audience down. I think it's very important to realize that you're their guide and you're kind of like, you're in the shadows between the reality and the fantasy, the weirder world than the world of the movies that we live in and the movies.
Sure.
So that's what I learned from Bob Wilkins. And like I said, I got wonderful encouragement from him. I got, he used to send cassette tapes with little pep talks and little postcards.
Wow.
Bob recycled postcards. That was another thing. He would take postcards that had already been used and cross the stuff out on them and put stickers on them and rewrite on them. So that had postcards for things that didn't make any sense.
Bob was really good to his fans. Didn't you get Matt a something signed or?
I would run into him at all the conventions back in the day, and he was always great, and he would sign anything, and he was just a lovely man. And then years later, I got it was the Creature Features Companion book.
Oh, yeah, right.
And in the back of that, you could order videotapes of the old
Do you remember
shows.
that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I ordered these, and I got 3 tapes on EP.
Oh, wow. Yeah, because you got to load them up.
Yeah. But it was a lot of stuff, and I was overjoyed.
Yeah.
But not only did he provide the tapes, but he had a message to me on his letterhead, because I had mentioned that I had done a bunch of work for Us Weekly. I used to do the Fashion Police, and so and he commented on that.
Oh, wow.
So he autographed that, but then he also had a picture that he included and autographed that. I mean, just went beyond the call of duty to make me feel special. And that's why I love what you just said about the role of the horror host, because you're not only a guide, but you're a friend. That's the connection.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
And also, Mr. Lobo, by the way, there's a beautiful...
I feel like I'm on trial. You're my lawyer. This is like the Superman thing. We're in the hula hoops in Superman.
Yes. The Forbidden Zone.
And these are you guys are judging me here.
But I want to say that the program for this particular Monsterpalooza, there's a wonderful article on you. In there. And also, one of the things it says in the article, which I think is very true, is that as your role as a horror host, what a horror host shouldn't do is dismiss a movie.
Yeah.
You know, you can have affectionate fun with the movie. You can point out its shortcomings and its mistakes, but there's still that genuine love for it, that just celebrating the fact that it exists.
Oh, absolutely.
And not just poo-pooing it and just like making fun of it and saying it's stupid. You know, like no matter what the film is.
You validate it by presenting it. If it was so terrible, why even bring it up?
Right, exactly.
Why show it? Why go, oh, this is garbage. Let me put this on a plate and serve it to you.
Because somebody went out and made that movie.
Yeah.
You know, they may not have been that talented or that skilled at it, but they made it because they wanted to. It had to love to do it.
I love when the movie is challenged. I love when the movie is more difficult, because it gives me more to do. It gives me more to play with. Yeah. I'm hamburger helper.
You know? Are you like a regular Joe? Is that what you're saying? You like?
I don't know if I'm a regular anything, but no. But I do feel like that's my role. If the thing was Citizen Kane, I would feel stupid interrupting it every 10 minutes. And I guess it's a sled. You know, I mean that's stupid. You know, Night of the Living Dead was one of the hardest ones to host because it's like, what am I doing here?
Right. Yeah. But your classic famous motto, they're not bad movies, they're misunderstood.
Right, they're not bad movies,
that's exactly true. Yeah.
And it is true because it's art, and art is subjective. Right. And we're all watching a different movie. And when you read a review, it tells you everything about the reviewer and tells you nothing about the movie.
Right.
And I think that's the thing is you got to check it out for yourself and make your own decisions. And yeah, you might agree with the person who thinks it stinks. You don't have to like everything, certainly.
Right.
But not everything is for everybody. Every movie is somebody's favorite movie, no matter what the quality of it is.
That's true.
And no matter how acclaimed it is, every movie is someone's least favorite movie.
Right, true.
You know,
true.
I mean, there are people here, I've seen people here like who are like, you know, Lord of the Rings people. Lord of the Rings is incredibly made. It is a Academy Award-winning movie. I have a hard time watching those movies. It's like the first hour, I'm like, this is amazing. This is amazing. This is amazing. This is amazing. My butt hurts. My butt hurts. If this movie doesn't end in the next 20 minutes, I'm going to take my own life in this theater. I don't like 3-hour, 4-hour epic movies.
No, I get it.
And as good as it is and as amazing as it is, it's like when someone locks you in a closet and you can smoke all the cigarettes you want. It's too much. It's just too much.
Right.
I would watch
I know what you mean.
All-you-can-eat buffet.
I would watch Plan 9 from Outer Space over Lord of the Rings. But that's me.
Right.
And that, I think, is the thing. If someone would say, well, obviously Lord of the Rings is a much better movie than Plan 9 and From Outer Space. On technical levels, yes, across the board. On scripting levels, yes, across the board. But I would much rather watch an Ed Wood movie than Lord of the Rings.
Because there's a charm. There's
Right.
a charm to those films. And again, that's what I like about what you do and why I call you the heir to Bob Wilkins
Heir to
and
the
John
chair.
Stanley is because also your look, you're not dressed up like a vampire, you're who you are, and there's always a nice dry wit, which is what I loved about Bob, and you were talking about his improvisational abilities. One of the things he pulled off is that you definitely knew the movies that he didn't like.
Yeah.
But he was able to have fun with it. It's not shitting all over the movie.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, hey, let's all have fun with this together.
But he did do the thing where he says, maybe you should just turn off your TV.
But that just made you want to watch it more.
It did. I go,
Exactly.
I said, well, Bob, I'm going to watch it. No, I did.
And that's just
it was
funny.
reverse. It was reverse, and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that Bob said something very interesting about that. He said that this was the late '60s going into the '70s. Everyone over 30 was not to be trusted. It was completely counterculture for a television host to come on and tell you not to watch the movie. It made young people want to do it.
Yeah.
He was kind of like the Ernie Kovacs of horror hosts in a lot of ways. Just experimental and like groundbreaking and
experimental and groundbreaking. One of the weirdest things that Bob ever did, and I think it's like one of the most. I mean, he did a lot of weird things where he would give a giant Tootsie Roll bank as a prize or something. But the other thing that he did that I absolutely loved, which is so weird, but when The Exorcist came out, someone won tickets to The Exorcist. Okay. They won one ticket to go see The Exorcist, and they had to sit in the theater by themselves and watch it in an empty theater with an armed guard standing behind them in case something goes wrong.
That is
And so it's
genius.
one person. It looks like, what's the thing from Kentucky Fried Movie, Feel Around or
Feel
whatever?
Around.
Right?
Chevy
Right?
Chase.
Right?
Yeah.
So there's like one person with an armed guard standing behind this poor
That's
woman who
hilarious.
has to watch The Exorcist by herself that she won in a contest.
It's the most committed William Castle gimmick.
Yeah. And I love the fact that he would do stuff like that, and he played it so straight.
Yeah.
People, especially as kids, I didn't know how funny Bob was or how satirical Bob
Right.
was. Because watch horror films keep America strong. For us, it was super reverent. Yes, watch horror films keep America strong. But he was just making fun of Reagan.
Right.
Right.
Reagan's thing was vote Reagan, keep America strong. And so he was making fun of Reagan. If Bob was here today, he would say, make horror films great again.
Absolutely.
And because that was his sense of humor.
Right.
And he did lean political, but he did it in such a subtle way that, as kids, it was just way over our head.
He worked on many levels. Yeah.
Yeah, but he was super smart. Yeah.
Well, I think, again, you're truly, continuing the mantle, and it's great because we hear so many times it's the classic idea of a horror host is kind of like a lost art, but it isn't really. I mean, you've proved that. You keep it going. OSI 74, I watch that channel all the time. You're on there,
big time.
I mean, I love that channel, and it's just it's keeping that spirit alive, and I assume that you're kind of getting. Do you get younger generation of fans that go, this is cool?
That's actually the scariest part is the younger fans. I could understand the older fans a lot more.
Right.
And I like the thing that you were saying too about I'm not in a cape or
Right. Yeah.
I'm not a ghoul or a vampire some of my best friends are ghouls, witches, and vampires.
Of course. Yeah.
But Bob was one of those guys who just came on in a suit. He was just a nerd with glasses and a suit. And my jokes originally were always like, Bob would come out, he was just a big nerd in glasses and a suit. That sort of thing wouldn't work today, of course. Self-deprecating. But you're right. How do you explain this to a younger generation?
Right.
And then I have to realize, well, I'm not actually doing it in the standard way anyway.
Right.
I
Yes.
almost
Yeah.
kind of have to describe it on its own terms.
Yeah.
But you want to lean on, have you ever seen Elvira? And younger generation
Right.
will go, that's some sort of pig, right? No. What about Mystery Science Theater 3000? Well, I've heard those three words before.
Yeah.
Right,
not
right.
in the same sentence, But what about Svengoolie, And it would just, that's a Chef Boyardee item, right? No. Right, so that's just kind of how it goes, right? And so, so you can't lean on you can't lean on that nostalgia.
Yeah. You can't lean on that
create
alone.
your own world.
Right.
Yeah, so younger people they come into it and they're like, what is this? How is this? And honestly, that's how we came into it. What is this? How is this?
Right.
And you're the guide, right? You're the guy. You're supposed to show them what all this stuff is. They're not supposed to already know what all this stuff is.
Right.
Yeah.
So that part's real different, and it's hard to meet the demand of that. But during the pandemic, I felt like all the kids were finding it because everyone was finding the bottom of the internet during the pandemic.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
right.
we were just talking about how with music these days, there's a lot of young people who are able to access everything at the same time. So new music, older music, especially if a song had been used in, say, Stranger Things or something else, a TikTok video, they have access to everything. And so in a lot of ways, it widens the aperture to find a show like yours.
Yeah, once that door is opened, they can also keep learning too. Because, I'll use, for an example, so during the pandemic, a lot of younger kids started reaching out, which, again, scared the Jesus out of me in the beginning. It's like, where are these children coming from? Where are children watching my show? And then I'm like, this stuff, I was 8 when I was watching this,
Right.
But what was interesting that was happening is there weren't just children. I had been doing the show for 20 years at that point.
Wow.
They were second-generation fans. My fans had kids, and their kids were finally old enough to write letters and send pictures.
That's awesome.
That sort of thing. So it gave me an idea of where all these kids came from. Yeah. And we started doing some stuff that was more for them. We did more of the Gamera movies and stuff like that. And I did some fake camp counselor kind of stuff. And then even on Switch, I dress up as a space captain because Bob had Captain Cosmic.
Right. I love that too.
So now I do Commander Lobo, where on Wednesdays on Twitch, I dress up as a space commander and I draw because I draw. So we watch cartoons and then we try to draw the cartoons that we're watching.
That's so
And then
good.
I eat cereal with them. And
That's awesome.
You eat cereal?
yeah, we have big cereal. Big
Sean.
cereal time.
Yeah.
Sean loves cereal.
I love cereal.
Monster
You like
cereal.
You like
Yes.
cereal too?
Monster cereal crisp.
Yeah. So we have big cereal time, and I read a story, and we have a space hug, which is like a virtual hug where nobody touches, right?
That's great.
And it's fun. It's really fun, and what's interesting is it's still mostly adults watching, right?
Right.
But it's really great. You get those drawings from kids, you get the letters from kids, and then you get a kid like, let's say, Beatrix. Okay, so Beatrix, her dad was into the show. He had picked up a coloring book or something, and she started coloring, and then she started wanting to watch the show with him. They're watching the show. Suddenly she decides she wants to be a horror movie host. She does a whole book report for school on career day, how she wants to be a horror movie host. And you have a kid who's under 10 who knows who Vampira is.
That's awesome.
And Ghoulardi and
Zachary. Yeah.
Right.
That's so
that's
cool.
where it happens, right? That's where it happens, and you know how clear your mission is.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's like you really have their trust, and you really got to show them all of this stuff.
Well, what I want to say is thanks to you, you're keeping the fire burning,
You really are.
with what you're doing. Now, for listeners who are just checking this out, if they want to see more of Mr. Lobo, where would someone go to check it out?
I think, honestly, if you're just a layperson, we have a ton of episodes on YouTube. I think that's a great place. It's like Cinema Insomnia. Watch a couple episodes that are on there. I have my own Roku channel, OSI 74. You guys talked about
Love it.
I think there's maybe 100 or so Cinema Insomnia episodes on there, but other horror hosts and cartoons and all sorts of other retro, weird, or funny things on there. Church of the Subgenius, all sorts of things.
It's kind of like the modern day version of a UHF channel.
It is.
in a way.
It's like a UHF station from another dimension.
Yes, love it.
I was with a horror channel, Zombie TV, for a while.
Sure.
And when that ended, we had put so much work into that channel, and I thought, what if it was our channel? What if we did our own thing? And then I got kind of, where it's just us, right?
It's just us.
Yeah,
no one else is listening.
I get kind of tired of the horror aesthetic where it's just that heavy metal sex dungeon thing all the time.
I know what you mean.
And I had a little too much heavy metal sex dungeon in my life.
That's the name of my other podcast.
And I really kind of wanted to have more of the kind of space age, retro future,
mid-century,
optimist kind of aesthetic. So I designed the OSI 74 logo with that sort of in mind, and I looked at old VHS companies or early cable companies, UHF channels, watched all their promos and things, and I was really trying to recapture some of that. We want to make people nostalgic about the future again.
So wait, is OSI 74 like your brainchild?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was like your
Outer Space International. Yeah, it's my brainchild. Is my
That's
channel.
amazing.
We were with a horror channel. They sold out to someone else, and I said, well, why don't we just do our own channel? And that's what was it.
Wow.
And one of the things I wanted about it, at least for me, is that I wanted a stable base for my shows, because every 2.5 years we'd be with another channel or another distributor, and it's just like, okay, well, this is my channel. Hopefully I don't fire myself from my own channel. But so I have one stable place where people can tune in and find all of my shows.
That's awesome.
Because even with YouTube, they pull them down if there's some sort of weird copyright issue or whatever. They flag it for whatever, or squatters.
There's
or
no
whoever,
consistency.
robots that hate you, whatever reason, right? So just one consistent space for my work. But then I realized how many other my producer friends are having the same problem, where they don't have one consistent archive of their work that they can point people to.
Right.
So then I opened up my address book and, hey, remember when we were on this TV station together and you had that show? Do you still make that show? What are you doing with the episodes? And so we ended up collecting a whole bunch of producers who gave us their shows. I mean, Gula Gogo, I still have their masters. I have all of Crichton's masters. He just gave them to me in a backpack.
It's like the little animated thing, right?
Gula Gogo, that's Custom Monsters.
Custom Monsters, yeah.
That was another one. We were on a UHF station together.
Wow.
We were on UATV, which was kind of like America One, where the programming went up on a satellite and then UHF stations would show it after hours or whatever. So we were both on that. And so I remembered him from that. And I said, hey, is anyone distributing your show right now? And he said, no, not really. And I said, yeah, could we get your episodes and start shows? So that's where Custom Monsters came from.
Wow.
But we were always on the same channels. And that's where a lot of them, they were just people that I knew who were, we were all on the same
wavelength.
In the same wavelength or had the same problems. And then same with Sleazy P. Martini from Guar.
Oh my God, that guy's hilarious.
So Guar, what happened with him, I did a movie called Virginia Creepers. Did you guys ever see that?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So Virginia Creepers was a documentary about the 50 wonderful horror hosts of the Old Dominion, which in itself was an answer to American Scary, which skipped over Virginia and didn't talk about any Virginia horror hosts at all. So thank God for American Scary, because they got mad enough to make their own documentary.
Nice.
But then they reached out to me. I hosted it. Sleazy saw it. He's in Richmond, Virginia. Guar is in Virginia. And he invited me to come see the slave pit where they make all the stuff for Guar. And then he invited me to out to barbecue. And we went out to barbecue. He says, I really want to host movies. Like, what do you think about that? And I said, well, first of all, we have too many horror hosts. You should be an exploitation host.
Yeah.
You should show the weird Euro trash movies where you might see a side boob.
Right.
My favorite.
Right. Find things like that, chop socky movies and stuff like that. Exploitation movies. It's like, don't start off with Night of the Living Dead. That's what everybody else does.
Right.
and then he said, well, I was just going to call it Sleazy Pictures. And I thought, okay, well, that sounds cool. So I gave him a list of movies that I thought he could host. And when I started OSI 74, I reached out to him and I said, hey, that show that you wanted to make, do you want to just make it? No offer of money or anything, just like you want to just make your show. And he just started making his show. So he started making Sleazy Pictures After Dark. And that was, we had Sleazy from Guar and my programming and other people's programming. And then we reached out to the Church of the Subgenius. And with Church of the Subgenius, I just wanted to show Arise, which was the recruitment.
A classic video.
That was my tear-stained VHS that I had, right? And I just said, it'd be great on Sundays we could show the Subgenius recruiting video. So I reached out to Philo Drummond and Ivan Stang, the founders of the Church of the Subgenius, and they looked at the channel and they're like, we love this. You can have whatever you want. And they just,
That's awesome.
en masse, sent us stuff, made new stuff.
Yeah.
They did, Ministry of Slack and all sorts of things that
I
they
love
created.
all that stuff.
Just for OSI. So it was really amazing because at least in the beginning, it was so like people would just, this is a new, fresh space. And so we got lots of stuff from lots of people. And it still continues to where someone will say, hey, I made a documentary about Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Can we throw that on your channel? And that's just kind of where all our programming comes from.
That's awesome.
I was trying to find the film somewhere so I could watch it for free.
Yeah.
And I was looking for Get Crazy.
Oh,
yeah. It's on there, yeah.
And it was on there. And that's how I discovered the channel.
Oh, okay.
And so, of course, it opened up a huge world for me.
Get Crazy is my tradition. I watch that every...
I love it.
Every New Year's.
Every New Year's.
love it.
Yeah. It's a great movie. Great movie.
I remember Stacey Nelkin. We were trying to revive Halloween 3. That was a long uphill climb, but we did it. But we were trying to revive Halloween 3, and I was doing screenings with her, and I talked about Get Crazy. I said, my fans and myself, we like Get Crazy. We like Yellowbeard. We like Halloween 3.
Yeah.
And she's like, are you a stoner? So that was kind of, but that's, our audience, I guess. I feel like it's with Get Crazy, it's one of those things where it's like the guy who made that, he made Rock and Roll High School.
Alan Arkish.
Yeah. He made that movie, and it was about his true experience.
That's right.
He was very passionate about it, but it was just made as a tax dodge. So they just wanted it to just be forgotten. And so he put all that work into it, and it just kind of...
It was 2 weeks in the theater, something like
fell
that.
into obscurity.
Yeah.
So
I love the story about that film where they got Malcolm McDowell to be a rock star, and then they found out after they had hired him that he can't sing. So he does that talking performance.
Oh,
what's his name? Wanker? What's his name?
Yeah.
Sidney Wanker
But
or
what
something
a
like that.
great cast.
It's
too.
so incredible.
John Densmore.
Yeah.
And,
it's so incredible.
Yeah.
But so that's another thing for that channel too.
Yeah,
is
that's
it's sort of
perfect.
like
Fits
stuff
perfectly.
Stuff that I can't find or that's hard to find. There for other people who are also trying to find that thing that's hard to find.
Well, the thing that I have learned from Mr. Lobo is we got to have you on just to do a whole episode. Because there is so much
to talk about.
Well, it's you are a wealth of knowledge. You've been around for such a long time, and I'm so happy that you're doing these things now.
You're thriving.
You are thriving, and we got to have you on just to do a full episode.
Yeah, let's do it.
We do our shows via Zoom, so we can do it.
Just have me on anytime, fellas. I mean, I think you guys are great.
Thank you.
Well, I want to thank you so much for coming on the show. Oh, yes, please.
I would be amiss if I did not push the Monster Channel.
Of course.
The Monster Channel is the reason we're here, and they're doing incredible. They're doing everything that OSI, I feel like we're the Starlog and Fangoria of underground TV channels.
Nice.
So they're doing everything that we're not, and there's also stuff that we're both doing.
Nice.
My Cinema Insomnia is on the Monster Channel also, and themonsterchannel.com. Check it out and watch that. Evan, who is Halloween Jack, he was a horror host. He's the programmer. Joe Senna, who has a lot of cred in the horror world. In fact, he does the program for Monsterpalooza. So
nice.
He's definitely like I said, we love those guys. I definitely wanted to plug them real big before signing off. But thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lobo.
Thanks for carving out some time for
Yes,
us.
and Cinema Insomnia. Yeah. Well, thanks for being with us. What do you guys say? We toast to Mr. Lobo. Yeah. Well, this has been day 2, man.
Wow, you know,
it's a lot.
I've been talking a lot. I'm just on the verge. I think I need a little relaxation,
Yeah, you
and
need some Levorus.
No, I need to.
Is that still a thing?
I need a little break for tomorrow because I think I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit. And I want to be fresh for tomorrow.
You gotta pay
No, but I've got a tea that Steve Perry swears by. That,
But guys, today was just crazy.
Yeah, it was so many great interviews and people coming by.
I'm telling you, it was just one person after another. We've been so lucky, and I want to credit Stephanie for helping us.
Oh my gosh, Stephanie.
Our website and our online, our social media.
There's more of a presence now, thanks to
Yes.
Stephanie, and I
Yeah,
really
that's
appreciate
right.
that.
And I also feel that we have a little wind in our sails because of that Rondo Award. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I
wanna,
agree.
I don't want to over thank us.
No, but
let's
I'll
thank us.
I'll do that. I want to thank you guys for all the work that you've done. We've all worked so hard. I want to thank Stephanie too because we fought for this. We
did
worked
fight.
hard,
That's
and
true,
I am proud to be a winner of Best Podcast through the Wander Awards, and I want to say you guys are terrific.
And
I think we are all
winners.
Each other's.
We're winners.
winners, and we're fans.
Yes.
We're fans of each other. We are so humbled and honored by the fact that we won the award this time.
Well, it's
So
been
once
really-
again, I want to thank everybody involved with the
We
Rondo Awards.
We really promoted it well, and Gina too really helped with all the designs, all the Rondo.
Oh, she's great.
Reminders.
She's amazing.
And we have good people helping us. You know.
Yeah. And then my wife, who just kicks me in the ass every day and says, "Go, be better."
Right.
Well, it's been really nice to have the friends that we have here at Monsterpalooza come by the booth and congratulate us.
Yes.
Yeah,
it
that's
means
true.
the world.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of gifts today, didn't we? I mean, actually 2 days of gifts.
Yeah, that's been pretty
I
amazing.
love gifts.
Yeah, no. As we're rebuilding our house, we're going to have to add another room
For all your gifts.
just for Monster Party gifts.
Right. That's
Well,
right.
I mean, Matt, this has been fun. It's been a
It has
great
been.
day 2.
You know what, though?
I don't know
Yeah.
what day 3 is going to
There's an entire other day to look forward to, though. We're still going.
Well, on that note, I am Matt Weinhold.
I'm Shawn Sheridan.
I'm Larry Stroth.
And I'm James Gonis.
Keep America strong.
By bringing us more gifts.
Oh my gosh, this is an amazing costume.
Thank you.
What is your name?
Katie.
And Katie, what are you dressed as?
I am the devil.
Yeah, but it's a sexy devil, right?
It is.
Yeah.
I mean,
The best kind of
looking at
devil.
you, it's like, Matt, if you went to hell and you saw devils running around like this,
It would be, the first thing I would think of is that I think I can make this work.
Right.
I think anybody can.
Yeah.
well, you look absolutely. How long does this take you to put together? You know, the whole makeup and horns and everything.
About 2 hours.
Very cool.
Well, this is fantastic. Now, are you you like devil movies or
A little bit of everything.
what's your favorite horror movie?
Favorite horror movie? Scream. Gotta
Nice.
go classic.
Okay.
Gotta go classic.
Wes Craven, come on.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, I like the fact that are you a fan of Coop, the artist Coop? Because you look like someone that he would draw.
I kind of just went with like that retro 50s.
Perfect.
That kind of vibe.
Yeah. Well, we all love that.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's
Now,
one
is-
of the good things that the 50s gave us.
Now, is this a buddy of yours over here? Our
the
devil
bravest
gal.
little girl
I know
here.
this is the bravest little girl.
There's a little girl who is hanging around with Death. And Death is scary, but he's also
But she's
lovable.
into
He's
it, yeah.
likable.
He's getting a new generation of horror.
You know what?
fans
Don't
there.
don't fear the Reaper.
Do you think he would?
Exactly.
Do you think the Reaper? Yes, Reaper. Come on. Hi. I'm doing fine.
We have the Reaper and a Devil Girl together here.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You get kind of it's the 1-2 punch.
Now
Right.
this is an amazing costume. Did you? you put this together yourself?
I put it on like 400 years ago, and then I died.
I didn't know was the way.
Yeah, well, you sound like maybe we're having like a bad podcast connection on the audio.
No, I think
but
it's the
you look
interdimensional
great.
thing.
There we go. That's
nice.
Well, I think you guys look great. Thank you for stopping by. And do you have a favorite horror movie, sir?
Alien.
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 I want to hug you, but I'm afraid I would die.
Okay. Guys, thank you very much for stopping by. You look great. Have a good one.
Uh-oh. Oh, the Devil Girl's got her pitchfork stuck on Death's shroud.
They make it work. And if you'd like to know more about Monster Party, go to monsterpartyhq.com, where you can find past episodes, merch, blogs, and more. And by more, we mean more.